Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. We decided to jump back in right after the holidays and have a little fun. So Mark, I believe, is who's running tonight's game. And before we hand it off to him, I'll give a shout out to Roll20, where our maps and our miniatures and our battle sequences are all portrayed so the players as well as viewers can watch. I don't think all the miniatures on the screen have been created through the Hero Forge, but a few of them look like they may have been. If you have a Hero Forge subscription, you can make your own custom miniature, outfit it, paint it, give it equipment, pose it however you want it, and you can turn around and turn it into a digital version that you can use in your digital games. Down below our screen here, you will see a link for Extra Life. So click on that link and help out the children, especially during the holiday seasons. Every little bit helps. And if you haven't had a chance to check out our website, rollhitdie.com, the link is down there as well. So with that, we'll go ahead and hand it off to Mark, and we'll jump on into tonight's game.
All right. I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump in there with the mission brief, and we'll kick it off. This is going to be Road Rage for Tharcold. Just so you'll know, we're in a Tharcold dominant zone. Let's see. My apologies for the abruptness of this message and for not meeting you in person to discuss logistics, but as you are already in the field, this will have to do. Rumors have reached us of something in the blasted lands so unusual it stands out, even in that hellish place. Other Storm Knights have reported seeing vehicles that are driving themselves, racing back and forth down the highways and wiping out anyone who comes in contact with them. They appear to kill indiscriminately. Normally, we might chalk it up to yet more evil in a place already saturated with it, but something's different about this. The number of these haunted vehicles appears to be growing, and they're putting a real dent in our efforts to run supplies to communities beyond the border. Worse, it's only a matter of time before Thrachin figures out how to weaponize these things. Let's see. Verify the rumors, and if possible, see if there's a way to stop this growing nuisance. We've marked the location of the first known sighting on the interactive map included with this message. It's as good a place to start as any. You'll find a serviceable vehicle parked nearby for your use. According to our informants, the first sighting was in the vicinity of the survivors' compound at Kochevo. Watch out for marauders on the highway, and good luck, Deputy Director Gruber. And with that,
the vehicle's got some good horses.
You have been given.
How do we have horses?
How else are you going to get your vehicle to move?
Horse.
Wasteland junker.
Horses don't like me. They can't carry me. Spikes hurt horses.
Ooh.
Yes, but certainly don't have spikes coming out of your bottom load, fellow.
What about getting that checked out and seen?
Never mind. Sorry I said anything.
Well, it's a good thing we only have 4 people, because there's only 4 people who fit in here.
I'm not sitting next to him, that's for sure.
Who's going to be our driver?
Edgar will volunteer for tribute.
Does Edgar have any land vehicle ranks?
Yes, he does.
Excellent. What is Edgar's land vehicle skill?
11.
11. Okay. So for purposes of your driving, your defense on your junker, which I'm adding to your junker's description, is going to be a 10. Okay?
Woohoo! Just like back home.
Excuse me, it's a 9. It's a 9.
It's a 9.
Mark, would it be okay if I do here's the usual spell I do every single morning, or would you like that?
No, absolutely. And if we want requisitions, the transport, the time between when you got the message, picked up the interactive map, and are en route to Kochevo, now would be a good time for any requisitions we would like to perform. And then we'll do the character introductions. What is Dr. Nigel? Calling quarters, okay. And, remind me what calling quarters does again?
So it basically summons multiple spirits.
That's right.
The area, right? It has to be done early in the morning, which is why it's hey, here's kind of what's there, and lasts for 24 hours. A good success is going to give me a choice of 2 of the 4 spirits that are summoned to kind of stay and help me. And I will probably go with these two, spiritual aid and harass, because no, not harass. Sorry, defend. Well, hold on.
You are in Darkhold.
I am in Darkhold.
Plenty of angry spirits.
Although, to be fair, if I might be a little better at intimidating, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. I'm only a 10. I have no ranks in it.
Yeah, I'm a 12 with 4 ranks.
But it would mean
Or 3 ranks.
possibly I can cast this spell and intimidate. They're both favored. So, do I keep that one or go for defend? My defenses are pretty low, but I'll go with harass. We'll try something new.
Okay. And what magic skill will you be assigning your spiritual
That's
aid
what I'm
to?
trying to decide. I think divination.
Okay.
I did apportation last time. I just didn't get enough use. Now that I have Magister, I probably will, and I'll be like, damn it, I did it wrong again. But the only way to figure out how to do it right is to do it wrong a lot of times.
Learning all the time.
Right. It's why many of us have more than one child, right? Because the last child was the one you did right. Like my parents and me.
So,
Indeed.
For those who at home, especially if Michael John or any of the others decide
Chose to watch this.
or Anna to check this out. So now you know how he feels.
I stand by my statement.
Yes, he does. All right. So, any other requisitions?
Edgar's going to try to buy himself a Mac 10.
Okay.
He does.
Hey, look at that. It's Starkhold. They probably have those Mac 10 vendors on every street corner.
Yeehaw, now I have a gun again.
I think that
No. The only slap you're going to be getting is to get out of the quartermasters with that roll.
Yep. Well, the problem is I told him first when I got there how poorly his shop was organized, and that if he were to do it the English way, it would be better. And then I asked him for the slap patch.
Again, learning all the time.
And if you had organized it correctly, you probably would have been able to find one for me.
At which point he took a patch, put it in his hand, and slapped you with it. So there's
That
your slap
doesn't
patch.
seem to
Get
have
out.
the desired effect.
All right. Anybody else? Edgar, you got your Mac 10. No slap
Strange
patches.
design you have on your face there, lad.
I always ask for a slap patch, but I know the answer.
Jeez. One? Are you sure?
One? That's not right.
That's
Yes, it is.
It's correct.
That's right.
That is 100% accurate.
Oh, minus because of
He's a cyborg. He's an Adinos. Both of those give a -4 penalty. So he always has a -4 penalty to persuasion. Charisma of 5. The math, it's good.
He's
Like I
gonna
said-
have to freaking get glory to get a slap patch. Oh my gosh.
Here,
That's
I'll just go ahead and give it a
awful.
shot myself.
I always ask.
It'll be
I
no,
know what
but
the
I'm
answer
sure.
is.
Oh wait, maybe I got one.
You.
No, it's a 13.
Yeah,
you're
well,
one shy.
Oh well.
I don't know.
I did roll
Anybody want
natural
to put a
20.
card on it?
Huh?
You could put a card on it.
No, I'm not worried about that.
You sure?
Matter of fact, I didn't even draw any cards.
Actually, you know what? Because he wouldn't give me one, I'll play a supporter so that he gives Dan one. And I can be like, what the bloody hell? You said you were out.
All right. So there you go,
He'll give-
Dan.
He'll give one to Crag just to thwart me.
I
That sound like the
cannot
appropriate
fault
amount?
him for that.
It's good logic, right?
I can't fault him for that either. All right. So Dan, you got your slap patch.
Right, and I've got only two
Bloody bureaucrats.
two tokens is all I have right now.
Here, take this one.
I don't know how I'm.
I put it down
Up
there by your token, by your character.
Thank
There
you. Thank you.
All right. Is anybody prodigy? No.
Not yet.
Unfortunately, though, I do have to play this.
And I also have to play that.
Cards 20 and 19.
And I have to play that.
Oh my goodness.
Darkhold has a lot of you're screwed Cosm cards.
I'll just keep my card.
Let's see what we've got here. All right, so cyberpsychosis. Characters with occult tech suffer 2 shock every time a dilemma appears on the drama. Do we have who's going to be?
I'm a cyborg. That's a cult pick.
Jim's going to get all kinds of hammered with that. Okay.
Well, kind of not really.
Why?
Because you ignore it.
I ignore a 2 shock from all sources.
So one could make the argument
that I don't get the possibility.
The shock, you're not able to pay, and therefore not able to get the possibility.
I agree with that. If you're not going to take the damage, you're not going to. So, yeah.
So would that be the equivalent of that last line? If no characters have a cult tech, discard and draw a new Cosm card?
No, because he has a cult tech.
You're screwing me, Jim!
He just doesn't get possibilities because he's managed in the process of hacking his occult tech. He's taken all the little. He's refined it a little bit. Or at least the mechanic who put it in for him refined it. So, no, sorry.
So it's there, but that's it.
Yep. All right. So, but we're going to take that out because Jim's not going to be affected by that, and that'll just slow us down. All right. So we've got 2 Tharkoldu attack. Play when drawn. When a mishap is rolled, while you or an ally cast a spell. Oh, wow. We're going to just. Okie dokie.
Now, it's up to you for whether they both trigger off the same mishap. You don't have to do that. But since we're all low alpha characters, you just don't like us. You are free to do
that. There is a third option, which we'll just leave alone, and we'll see how this goes.
I've told you in the past, I'm not paying you money under the table.
No money. No money.
No, it's money.
It's not after 9.
That's why it's money. All right. So, anything else we need to do before we are on the road to Kochevo?
Oh, let me add the slap patch to my inventory.
Yes. Nothing? All right. Excellent. Let's get on the road. So you get your little wasteland junker moving along the highway A153, and you're heading out of Perm, which is a location in Russia, westbound, I believe. And you come upon the sleepy little village of Kochevo. And as you're heading in, everybody go ahead and give me a find roll, please.
Sure. Quick question for you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you have some GM possibilities, but I believe we're all alpha.
That's still there because this was originally run as beta. So let's go ahead and take that out.
Just wanted to make sure.
Well, let's see what we got. No.
I got nothing cybernetic.
Extra no.
I don't blow up.
And no.
However, do I think I would like to be successful? And do I think a 12 would get me there?
A 12 will be successful.
I probably don't want to get ambushed, so here's a willpower.
Okay. So as you as you're driving down the highway, and by highway, it's not highway that you or I would be familiar with in the States, where it's nice, smooth, Eisenhower style. Every third mile is straight for a while, highway paved. It's like this one that's every now and then there's dirt road and some of the low level back roads that don't have very good asphalting, whatever. And you kind of let's see. Edgar's driving, and who's in the passenger seat?
I'll take the passenger seat because I'm not sitting next to Spiky Boy.
I was going to say, unless you wanted me to get in last, which would be the passenger seat, because I'd tear up all the interior as I get in and out of the back seat.
Did you see it? It's a wasteland. It's called a wasteland junker for a reason. So Craig is riding shotgun, and then Edgar and Zaruk are in the back seat. Yes.
Edgar's driving.
Edgar's
Yeah,
driving.
the
So
doctor's
Dr.
in the
Nigel
back seat.
Kenworthy is in the back seat, and he's bored, and he's been looking around, and something caught his eye, and he looks over his shoulder out the back window, and he sees a jet black Lamborghini coming up at high speed. And good news, he's headed right for you. And he is not actually going to get to hit you as we begin our combat or our chase here.
Hey, that's a very nice vehicle. We should commandeer it somehow.
Let's just do this. Oh, did they not do it? Let's see if I can get it to do what I want it to do.
Where's my drive offensively card?
Do you not have it?
It's in my hand. It's in my hand, Mike. I got you.
It is.
But hold on, who's driving?
Edgar is.
So why did we not trade that before when we first got in the car?
Because I didn't think about it.
Nobody thought about it. So,
Jim thought about it, it sounds like.
yep, but unfortunately, it's in the wrong hand for the moment.
No, it's not. It still has to get put into a pool. So,
And I moved you all to the.
Yep. Would you like
There
us
we
all
go.
to be in box A?
Yes, that is the goal. Okay, and then we go get. Where'd he go? Nope. I have to go on the other page. This is kind
It doesn't have like a red light back and forth or anything in the front, right?
of no, it does not.
No,
Yeah, I
Michael,
can-
it is not me. It was not kid.
Yeah, that's where we want to be. All right, so we're going to get started here. If you are not successful in 5 rounds, bad things happen. So this will be standard. Empty all this time. Trick attacks this round are favored. Heroes will go first, and the villains can be fatigued. Proved actions are intimidate and trick. There's an A and a B on the card.
Do we think we can intimidate that other driver at all?
I don't know. What do you think?
All right, well, I will lean out the window and shout imprecations at him while at the same time casting a spell.
Big words. He's using big words
I am multi-actioning and portent.
with big words.
I can be favored on that, so I will be.
See, you made the right choice for that.
Nice 7s. All right. Is that
No, we're not done yet.
I was gonna say, is that your final answer?
Ugh. So a 14 intimidate and 18 portent.
So your 14 intimidate is not successful.
Okay.
You're off by 1. Your portent, you may do the card thing.
Yep. Which is basically only getting to look at 2 because I did not hit the number I was looking for.
All right. So
You want me to pass them to you as you draw so that you aren't forgetting?
So let's go ahead and pass them to me, and note the numbers, and I'll see if I can decipher it in my hand, and then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Add turn.
Here's number 1.
Oh, I see what you're going to do. All right, hang on. Let me see which one that is. Okay.
Here's number 2. The good news is they'll be in order in your hand. The one you get first will always be like to the left.
Yep, that's okay. I haven't done it this way before, but that's good to know. Yep. All right. So I see which one I'm supposed to play. That's your possibility. So we'll delete that, and I need to add you to the turn. I need to add you to the turn. I need to add you.
That was very disappointing, by the way. I didn't even get to change the order or anything.
You got to do nothing.
All right. So
All right. So that's
Seeing-
Dr. Nigel. Who's next?
seeing the doctor try to intimidate, I will I'll pop out the back window of the junker and start literally like half crawling out with my super oversized arm out the back window and yell out in a Dinos, mechanical yell to attempt to intimidate the driver of that vehicle.
Odd thing you notice now that you're leaning out of the car looking, there is no driver.
All right, that's fine. I'm a robot. That's a car driving itself. I'll speak it in, robot terms, which of course I have no idea what actually means, but I just yell at it anyway and try to intimidate.
All right.
You open your mouth and it sounds like the old dial tone. I
yell
You know
and
what?
train up.
I'm going to make that better because that's not successful, and I want to be successful.
Okay. A 22, that will be a good success. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I will make it very stymied, and then I will
Good
draw.
call.
I will draw 2 and discard 1 because intimidate's approved, and we're in Darkhold.
Not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And yeah, we'll use that. So you're making him very stymied?
Yes. And then that's the card that will be discarded.
All right.
Well, I see these two doing it. I might as well do it myself. I'll crawl out the side window and lean back, look back and yell some dwarven insults at the damn car. Try to intimidate it.
Who played the second wind?
It's Darkhold, so I draw 2 and discard
That's right.
1 when
Yep,
it's
yep,
intimidated.
yep.
Because intimidate
Like, why are we playing? We don't have cards in pools. Why are we throwing? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, and I'm not gonna spend anything for it, so it's a thing.
Edgar's not gone. Craig's going.
What kind of, since it looks like it's me, everyone's gone.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of target number am I looking at for completing a step?
So you are attempting to complete a step.
I'm contemplating 2, but
You're contemplating to. Okay, so
just for 1, what would it be?
16.
16, so 2, I would need an 18.
Now keep in mind that your Wasteland Junker, the maneuverability on your Wasteland Junker,
Gives me a +2 to that bonus, right?
it can.
Speed or the maneuverability?
Oh.
We have a +2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then maneuverability, we have a -2, so it's a wash.
Well, it depends on. So if you're trying to complete a step in a chase, it's a +2. But when you're defending from somebody doing something else, that's why your defense is your land vehicles minus that.
Gotcha,
The way they calculate the defense, and the faster the vehicle, the smaller that number gets.
So if I try to complete step A and B, I'm looking at a target number of 16 with all the bonuses.
Correct.
We are going to do that.
Okay.
Go for A and B.
Do that away.
Where's my land vehicles? So that's 11. I'm going to spend that possibility.
Alrighty.
Last roll was 11. Boom. Here we go.
All right. Congratulations. You are now on step C.
Pedal to the metal.
Yeah. All right.
You know you're making it harder to use the drive offensively card there.
I understand. But you gotta take those steps as you can.
No, I get you. I'm just teasing you.
I also am going to make that attempt. And I am the +2, so I am very fast. Ooh. I also am going to make that better.
You're also very stymied, just to remind you.
Okay, so I'm -2.
Wow, he's got possibilities. That's a
Yes,
cool
he
car.
does.
I don't think we're gonna make it that hard.
Hey, give me just a second, guys. I have to step away. I don't have a choice. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Hey, Jim. So
Yeah.
I am putting a step C in my pool, so we may not use that drive offensively yet.
Okay.
Because if you use the step C, when step C is there, you're favored.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing I put a step D in my pool.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I also didn't like the, hey, bad things will happen if you don't do this in 5 rounds. I hate bad things.
What's the worst that will happen? We'll just be surrounded by a bunch of cars I'll have to get out and, beat on.
True.
Yep, sorry about that. As you are driving down the road and expertly maneuvering between the potholes and everything, so does he. In fact, he's right alongside you.
And he's
And-
+4 from his speed mark?
Yes,
Oof. That is very fast.
it's a Lamborghini,
No, that's fine, because
and it sounds cool. I mean, it sounds really cool. All right, that is all of me. Go ahead and play cards into your pool. And Rod gave me a card, and so I will play one of the doctor's cards. Pain has a face.
No, not the doctor. Dr. Nigel Kenler, the doctor. Fine, but not the doctor.
Taunt may be
One,
used
then.
as a ranged attack with a range of 10 meters this round. This attack does 10 damage that ignores armor. Villains will go first. The approved actions are defend. There is not a C on the card. There's a B and a D.
Excellent.
Okay, so I am going to attempt a stunt. I swerve at you, and I am going to try and ram you into the ditch
What?
because I want you dead. Let's see, and so this is going to be against your
Defense of a 9?
defense of a 9, correct? That's successful, but you know what? Let's put a possibility
standard.
on that. Because I want you in the ditch. You have a 9?
Yeah, so good hit.
Damn it, I missed it by 1. Okay, so you will be very stymied and disfavored.
Oof.
I say play the card and go for step C.
Yep. Want to do anything to him right now? Since we're in the same step?
Sure. I'll try to hit him with a Hellfire. So it's 15.
Let's see. That would be a good success.
Good. All right. So it's 1BD. All right. I
Ooh.
didn't put that in play for the toughness, but there you go.
That is 2 shock, which I ignore.
Oh, excellent.
Hey, Mark, since he came in to swerve at us, I'm assuming maybe is he close enough that I might be able to reach out and claw at him? Or not so much?
Not really, no. You'd have to be on the vehicle to make it from here to there. He swerved. He pulled a stunt and swerved at you, and in the process, Edgar overcompensated and almost ran off the road.
That's fine. I will just try and intimidate him then.
Okay.
We'll leave it be. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, I'm going to leave it be. So, not successful.
Okay. Let's see. So, what was that? Was Crag and
Za'arak?
Zarak?
And I portented, failed, and took 2 shocks, so I'm all
Yep.
done.
Edgar.
So Edgar's gonna play his step C
Ah,
and try to complete a step C.
okay.
So I got
Your number's still
stymied.
16.
Yeah,
You are very stymied, yes. And disfavored.
It should be at a 14, correct?
16.
Well, 16 base, but then I'm plus 2.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But you're very stymied, so it's 18 total.
If you add the very, yeah.
I'm going to add the bonuses in there. We'll go for target number 16.
Okay.
Land vehicles, and I've already had very stymied on my thing already. So I have a 10 so far. I need 6 more points. You know what?
So you rolled a
made to be.
13, right?
Yep.
23 should get you there.
Yep. Got to pop that possibility in there.
Okay.
Oops. Why? Why is it asking me for a token? I don't know. Okay, we're good now. Last roll. 15.
Yeah, it
So
gets
we hit
it
that
done.
16. There we go. Yeehaw.
All right. Let's see. So that is all of you. And I went first. And so go ahead and play cards into your pools. I have a Dr. Kenworth card to play.
You do.
Get out! Intimidations this round are favored. The heroes will go first, and then the villains can be fatigued. Intimidate and trick are the approved actions. There is an A, a B, and a D on the card.
How nice.
So no C. He won't be catching us right now.
That works well.
Not currently.
I will attempt to intimidate him with the -2 for distance. See if I can.
He is also very fast. It only works at targeting. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, he clearly can't hear me over the distance between us.
Your Rod, I forgot to ask. Your failure on your portent wasn't.
It was not.
Was it? Okay.
No, because here's the thing. I'm favored on it. So right now I have a good success. So I could go look, but I can't change the order or discard anything. So it's like, you know what? Am I willing to risk taking 2 shock? In order to go for it. So that's what I did last time and again this time. So I can look at the top card and then give it to you.
But you re-rolled it. Oh, the 11's still a success. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to escape. Just take a left up there.
Take a left. Oh, yeah.
So
That looks like a swamp.
I didn't even think about it. My intimidations were favored. I should have re-rolled my intimidation.
hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I forgot the center text on the card. Oh well.
Okay, so that's Dr. Nigel Kenworthy. Who's next?
Suppose I'll try to do the intimidate thing again.
Okay.
And -2 because of distance, right?
Yes. Oh. You almost fall out of the car.
I don't think screaming dwarven insults to a car is going to be too much of a
Way to go.
As you lean out of the car to yell at him and get a good angle, the door starts to fling open and you panic and stumble a little bit. Just in time, pull the door back in, close, and go.
Oh. These garage doors don't stay closed very well.
Who's next?
Edgar's going to go for step D.
All right, Edgar, go for step D.
16 target number.
Yep. Yeah, you're not very stymied anymore. Oh, you're only 3 off.
Anyone
I have an action for you.
Oh, sure. I will trade you an idea.
Always interesting for the cyborg to have an idea.
Remember, that can be used to make any action.
Yeah.
That's how the cyborg is going to use it.
That's exactly how it's going to work.
And
Although,
go ahead and drop that to the
here's-
table.
There you go.
There we go. And you come up to a bend, and you make a hard left around a bend and a hard right, and then there's a fork, and you go one direction, and as you get around another corner, the usurper heads down the other road, and you move on, successfully listening to the roar of the engine as it recedes.
That was a good idea.
away.
Thanks, Doc.
That is the end of the scene. Let's go ahead and do the card thing.
I will be discarding that card. Sorry, Mike.
That's all right.
If you want it, Mike, you
can
can
always
swap one out.
Take it.
I have already used it once. I feel like
You
I'm
just
probably
gotta
not going to use it again.
check mark on the bucket list. Don't need to go after that again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Once the achievement's completed, you just going for it more than that. That's just excessive.
Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
trade with me. I think you know. I'm looking for a parity trade.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't hurt you at all.
Nope, it doesn't.
Excellent. Thank you.
What are you? I can't. It won't let me look at your. I can't look at Rod's cards.
Hero for drama, Mark. That's all. Just hero for drama.
I think it doesn't let me look at your cards because you're a GM in the instance as well.
I'm not. I am currently logged in as a player. It doesn't let you because when I logged in as a player, Roll20 does this weird thing where sometimes you can't look at people who came in after you. I don't know why. There's just no logic to when you can and when you can't, from what I can tell.
Because Roll20.
It's not a bad platform, we
And
use
we
it
love
a lot.
we love Roll20.
Yes, we use it for all our games.
I love Roll20. I love my people. Pull.
Rod, would you like a seize initiative since you're going to have an idea of what's coming up?
Sure.
Just give me anything.
Okay.
Other than a hard time.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
For some reason, Cortana thought I wanted her to turn on, and I did not.
Hey, Cortana, buy 500 shares.
That's funny.
It's okay.
Mostly because it's true.
You know anybody that's got an Alexa? If you know anybody that's got an Alexa, just walk in the room and say, Alexa, play Starfinder. And it'll literally run a game for you of Starfinder.
Nice.
It'll run a game.
Yeah, it'll start telling you the whole story, give you the sound effects, and then ask you what you want to do next. But
What
the bad
happens
part
if you-
is, when I did it to my daughter, at 3 o'clock in the morning, it goes, alert, you're being ambushed, while she was asleep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alexa has a sense of humor, apparently. My parents got one for Christmas, so when I go over there next time, I'm gonna have to find
Know
out
what
what.
to do.
Yeah, my dad is not gonna have a clue what's going on. He's 85. He's got no idea. That's all right.
Call you
Love
on
you,
the
Dad.
phone later on. So, after you left.
That's right. He's gonna write me right out of the will. All right. So as you pull up.
Oh, that looks like
Round a
good news.
bend, and you come face to face with the small country town of Kochevo, perches at the top of a low hill among pine forests. What's left of the townsfolk have built a walled compound within rifle shot of the highway. The shoddy palisade is made from sheets of corrugated zinc, slabs of steel plating, front doors, car frames, anything they could find. Rickety-looking lookout nests peek above the wall. Every building in the surrounding blocks has been raised to keep marauders or other horrors from using the town's many abandoned buildings as cover. But something is wrong. Let's see. Gotta get up here. Let's see. A spike encrusted doom buggy. Oh, did I not? There we go. And a dusty Gaz tiger. And I didn't know that the Gaz tiger was actually a thing until. Don't look at the character sheet on that one.
There's no character sheet.
I just showed it to you.
It shows us the picture, but not the sheet.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay. I don't usually use the character sheets as things that I show
Gives
the
us all the
players.
information off to the right-hand side.
Well, that's because I put it in there.
Oh, yes. It'll put there what you want it to say.
That's exactly how I wanted it to go, which I didn't realize that because I usually use handouts for that, but I didn't for reasons that will become evident shortly. Let's see. But something's wrong. A spike-encrusted doom buggy and a dusty Gaz tiger truck circle the walls, kicking up a plume of dust in their wake. Even from here, you can tell nobody is driving either vehicle. A synth cycler is hard at work on the makeshift walls. And this is the best picture I could get for a synth cycler. So there you go.
Oh, synth cyclers are horrible. We should have probably brought beta characters if there's a Mark is like, no, Alpha's fine. Alpha's fine. Apparently.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
All will be well.
Synth cyclers hard at work on the makeshift wall with
trademarked-
buzz saws and plasma torches cutting a hole in the wall. Terrified survivors take pot shots at it from the lookout nests, but they're hopelessly outgunned. It's only a matter of time before these rogue machines get in.
Well, hell's
But
bells.
we have
I
to
should
deal with
taken
all-
and drive offensively.
Yeah, right. Do we have to deal with all of them at once?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know. Are they spread out?
The Gaz Tiger and the Doom Buggy seem to be pointed away from the synth cycler as the synth cycler is cutting a hole in the wall with its torch and its cutting tool.
And we're basically here to help folks, so I think we have to go deal with the synth cycler.
All right, piled in that way.
Ramming speed.
Hold
Okay.
on, this is going to be a little bumpy.
As you head in that direction, the Doom Buggy and the Gaz Tiger rev their engines and they spin out and head in your direction. And we will, in fact, go 2 rounds. Dum, dum, dum. Let's see, what do we got there? Yep. Really? Why we have 3? Yep, that's why. Okay. And so I still have a Dr. Kensington's.
Kenworthy, thank you. Kensington's a place, after all.
Chill out, you. Taunts from either side ignore up to 8 points of multi-targeting penalties. Ooh, the heroes will go first, and they will flurry. Approved action is taunt.
I am going to try to Magister and cast 2 spells. Which is going to be Keen Blades and Mage Hands at the same time. So Keen Blades is 2 points. Mage Hands, that is 2 points higher, so I will roll the alteration if that works for you, Mark.
Sure.
Ugh, that's awful.
Aren't you favored? Oh, wait. Did you favor the alteration?
No, remember I was like, I'll favor the other thing, and I was like, I should probably do I should have done it.
I
know, that's why I was shaking. I was shaking my head, but you weren't looking at the camera. I was.
Yes, he should have and did not.
All right.
Dum, dum,
So-
dum.
Here's the problem, though. 4 case.
Are you?
Oh boy.
So I'll go ahead, take my shock, which is 4 points. Go, ow, the hell, and be done.
And that would. Is it the mishap's only a 1, right?
Correct. Mishap is only a 1.
Why?
That's That's good.
All right.
If it was
so-
a gun that was firing fully automatic, that could be a mishap, but then it wouldn't impact the card.
Right.
No, the card's a spell. So that's Kenworthy. So who's next?
Um,
At the moment, you're at -2 for distance for range, but they are closing with you rapidly.
I'm gonna bless, I guess, everybody's dexterity, or try to anyway.
Oh, excellent. I'm all for that.
Yeah, let's do it
It's
this way.
15. So what is that?
It would be a +1 for a minute.
Yep. +1 for a minute. Everyone's dex.
And pay no attention to the people all over the Doom buggy, because they're not there. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. Let's bring out that one. There. That's better. I didn't realize a Gaz Tiger was a real thing. It's a Soviet version of the Humvee, like almost a direct ripoff of the Humvee.
Probably is.
Because the Soviets can't.
Our rounds are 10
innovate.
10-second rounds, right?
Sorry.
Should be right.
Yeah. Yes. So was Crag successful?
Yes. Actually, he was good. So
He was good.
They got +1 to dexterity for the next minute.
Yeah. Okay.
All of us,
Everybody. Yeah, he's up to what, 5 meters? Everybody's in the vehicle, so.
everyone,
Yeah.
yep, we're all in the vehicle.
You all feel very much better at whatever it is that you do.
Definitely should help out our man behind the wheel.
All right. Edgar, Zaruk.
No, because I have the Ion Gusuku, which maxes Dex 10.
Oh, my bad. Oh, well, it'll help out.
So we're
later.
good. It's going to help everyone else, too, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Edgar, what are you going to get us closer or anything? What are your plans here?
You want me to get you closer to the synthesizer, drop you off, and
Sure.
and have you punch it?
Yep.
Keep
I'll
in
do
mind.
it.
Keep in mind that if you wish to perform a stunt on a moving vehicle, your success ratio, your essentially your stunts. When you stunt a vehicle, you put your land vehicle or your vehicle skill against their vehicle skills defense, and if you get a standard success or a good success, you're putting conditions on them like an interaction attack. If you get an outstanding, you also cause them to have a collision, and vice versa. And that collision will be your speed plus 2 BD. However,
We take some of that too.
well, no, everyone in the car takes everything the car takes. However, you get a free land vehicles test to attempt to avoid the collision if you're the driver. So if you, based on your level of success, you can reduce the amount of damage you take. A standard success will reduce it to speed plus 1 BD. A good success is just speed, and then an outstanding is, oh look, we dodged the collision. So it's an option, and you can also just ram, in which case you're pitting your toughness against theirs.
Yeah.
You're in a wasteland
I've already
junker.
looked at that.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Come on, ram the synth cycler, please.
Oh, that'd be great.
Please.
And,
Actually,
it's not.
just get Jim to crawl on the hood of the truck. Go ramming speed, but stop
Just
real
run.
short and just let Jim go forward and ram into it.
That's the Tharkold version of Mage Hands on the.
Right.
Jim, did you do your thing with the?
I haven't done anything yet. I didn't know. I was waiting for what you wanted to do.
All right, so yeah, we have Edgar and Zaruk.
If
All
you
right,
want to get me near the Synther, I will get out and do the best that I can do on tearing it apart.
I'll do. But I'm gonna pull a stunt against the two vehicles that are out here, and just basically just try to do a little swerving back and forth, trying to get them go back and forth so they go.
Okay, that's not getting Zaruk close to the synth cycler.
That would be. You know what? Can I do circles around the synth cycler?
No, the Synth Cycler is
against the
so
wall.
you see how this
Okay.
wall is set up here. The Synth Cycler is facing that wall with a cutting torch and cutting wheel that it's putting against those plates, and it's cutting a hole big enough for itself to drive into the compound.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to drive up, put the brakes on, let Zaha Rule there jump out, get close to the synthesizer as I can. And then I'm going to shoot the Doom Buggy with my MAC-10.
Okay, so okay.
That's what we're going to do. We'll keep it simple.
Are you going to continue to keep the vehicle moving, or are you stopping?
I'm going to stop.
Okay, then you will not have your vehicle's maneuver speed as a negative on your ranged attack. So
Okay.
just make a regular ranged attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're not gonna we're gonna hand wave the whole. You can stop a car where you want it. No big deal.
Gotcha.
But that puts you. You know what? Let me go ahead and let me put a wasteland junker out there so we can just move vehicles around. Come on, wasteland junker.
I believe I hit it with the standard, which will against its toughness, it'll do a couple shock. But I don't think it's taking any shock personally. If it does, it takes 2 shock.
These guys are running around over here. As we need to pull you guys out, we will. All right, and so you've come over here and you've stopped next to the Synth Cycler, and we're letting Zaruk get out over here.
I was gonna say, okay, I was gonna pull me out. I didn't realize you had me up there. That's fine.
Yep, and
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get out, and I will full out attack it.
well, hang on just a second. So you shot at the other two. What?
I shot up the Doom Buggy. I do a hit a standard hit because his defense is a 9. And
Well,
then,
no. So yeah, they have a dodge. The defense number is for vehicle attacks. If you're going to shoot at it, he has a dodge of 10, so you have a standard success.
Standard hit, which does 13 against his toughness of 15, just does a couple shock.
Yeah, it doesn't even take the shock. All
Same
right.
thing. Okay.
So there's Edgar, Zaruk, you're last.
All right, I am going to full out, all out attack it. Is it by chance count as large for purposes of attacking it?
Yes.
All right, so then +6.
This is a melee.
Oh yeah. I'm literally getting out and punching it with my oversized arm.
You have an outstanding success. The cyborg gets out, pulls back, and just wham! Oh shoot! Look at that.
Nice.
Zorak smashed.
And you do in fact cause it to have a wound.
Let's see. If it was Core Earth, I'd probably pull out some green spray paint and start painting you.
And it seems to have taken notice of you.
I'm sure it did.
All right. Let's see. That's you guys.
We'd like to flurry now.
Play
we'd like
cards
to
in your
flurry.
pools. And flurry.
Well, before anybody else does anything else, I'm going to. Well, first I'll put my card in my pool. I'm going to cast.
Oh, none of
Ward
these
Enemy.
vehicles have drivers either, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna
If
cast.
you want
Ward
to get
Enemy.
out, get out now, because I'm gonna hit the gas again.
I figured as much. So as I'm stepping out of the vehicle, I'm gonna make sure everybody's within 5 meters, and I'm gonna cast Ward Enemy.
Okay.
And I will spend a possibility
Alrighty.
and see if it actually does any better. Last roll's a 5. Wait a minute, that's not right. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you're unskilled.
No.
He's casting Ward Enemy with energy weapons.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
The multi-purpose
Okay,
skill.
so the
It's good for
roll-
everything.
Let me cancel this.
I'm building a character with super skill and super attribute for
I've
energy
just
weapons.
apparently
That'll be good
overlooked
with
the
everything.
one little thing. So my faith skill's already a 14, so it'd be a -4 would be a 10.
That's a basic success.
Yep.
So I won't have to. So it is a success, but I've already put the possibility out there. So
Well, do you want it? Do you want it back? You want to just take a basic success?
yeah, I'll take a basic. That gives everybody a +1 to defense.
Okay.
If it's supernaturally evil.
I figured cars driving by themselves could possibly be supernaturally evil.
That's a fair bet.
I agree, but it still seemed worth calling it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now I've got that fixed. So next time I roll ward enemy, it won't say, "Oh, unskilled energy weapon."
All right, and that's Craig. Who's next?
I will try to reconnect. I have done so.
What did you disconnect on, sir?
4K earlier.
Spell's a 4K spell.
Oh, the 4K spell. You didn't miss
Oh, actually, hold on. I did not disconnect because I'm a Realm Runner. I just used up Realm Runner. So I did not need to reconnect.
Okay.
That's fine. I will try just Portent right now. I will be favored on Portent.
That's a 4K.
I believe you're correct.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Actually, no, it's not. The magic axiom is only a 10.
Ah, that's sad.
Yeah.
You sure you're not a 4K?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a contradiction to me, but not to Tharkold. So a 16 lets me draw. I may as well. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I will. I will just draw 2 and then pass them to you.
Are you getting out of the car?
Me?
Mhm.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
It's
All
dirty
right.
out there.
That's number 1, Mark. And here's number 2.
Alrighty, there's Dr. Kenworthy.
Well done.
Edgar Zaruk.
All right. Zaruk, after you, sir.
I will punch again. Let's see. Yep. I'm gonna all out attack it again because, well, it worked
All
well
out
for me last time.
All out attack, making
So,
yourself very
very
vulnerable.
Yep.
So let's change that because that's going to be hard to see.
How does a 14 do, Mark?
You piece of trash. There we go. A 14 on my unarmed or melee.
Yep.
Let's see. That's going to be, I guess that's going to be a good success.
Well, it needs to be better than that.
How are we making it better?
The drama card.
The drama card. That is an outstanding success, sir. And you've done a wound again. Very nice. It definitely does not like you. Target acquired. All right, Edgar.
Edgar's going to put the metal to the pedal and run a stunt against both of these vehicles that are out there. The Doom
Okay.
and the Gaz.
All right, so oops. Let's go get, let's see, Doom Buggies, a 9. Gaz Tiger is also a 9. So you're -2.
Yes.
And their defense, yeah, you're -2. So.
See what I get. Oh.
Good thing we got out of the car.
Do you have any starred perks?
I believe so because I have unflinching.
You just disconnected.
I
Congratulations.
I think I am disconnected.
You flooded out the gas or the wasteland junker, and in so doing, you have disconnected. And so let's put that little no
Quick
symbol.
question now.
I don't think unflinching start, is it?
I'm double checking right now.
Yeah, but it's also not related to what he's doing.
A starred perk, though, you always disconnect on a starred perk.
Only when it's related to what you're doing. Just having them, you'll disconnect on a surge.
Okay.
But typically, unflinching lets him take a shock to remove a condition. It's not really related to anything he's doing.
That's true. I thought starred perks were always disconnect.
And
only when they're getting used.
And unflinching is not starred. It's the key powers that are starred.
Ah, okay. Well, then never mind. Immaterial.
So good.
Yep. Moving on.
Still got nothing. Okay.
That's everybody. All right. So you flooded it out, and you're like, "Oh crap!" And you're just sitting there, and they spin around and see you just sitting there, and they like it a lot. The Doom Buggy revs its engine and comes in at you at speed. And it successfully rams you. But that is only standard. So you're going to take 15. Let's see. So what is the Wasteland Junkers toughness?
15.
Yep.
Don't have any modifications on this Doom Buggy, so that's going to be 2 shock to everyone in the vehicle.
Yep.
The Gaz Tiger, however, and Edgar, I will give you the opportunity to make the call. Is high good for you, or is low good for you?
High is good for me.
High is good for you. I'm sorry, you're not on target. Or let's see. High is good for you. He is on target. Yes, he is on target. So the machine gun on the top of that Gaz Tiger kind of spins around in your direction, and it fires a raking 12 against your defense, which is also a standard success. And the 7.62 millimeter bullets pierce the skin of the vehicle, doing 19 damage to your Wasteland Junker. That is also, I think, going to be...
That should be a shock also. Toughness.
Yep, that's 2 wound or 2 shock for everybody in the vehicle.
Yep, I took
some. The Synth Cycler backs up slightly, and it swings its salvage cutter around and focuses on Zaruk.
Mm-hmm.
Because Zaruk has been pounding on me.
Not unexpected.
And it does not like that at all. But a 5 is not going to get there.
Well, you are +4 because I'm very vulnerable.
Okay.
However, a 9 is still not going to get there.
Yeah, there we go. All right. That is all of me. You may play cards into your pools.
Yeah, we should have 2.
And I will now pick up the first card that Dr. Kenworthy gave me. Hasta la vista, baby. Villain reality tests when soaking damage have a -4 penalty this round. The villains will go first, then the heroes can be up. Any multi-action is approved. So we're just going to lather, rinse, repeat. Except we'll do it in reverse order just because why not? He swings that salvage cutter back at you. And I'm going to take that +4 this time because you haven't had a chance to go yet. And a 9 is still not going to get it done. And the Doom Buggy has already rammed you, and so it has to drive around and get up speed. And so it's gonna have to drive off this way, and the gas tiger doesn't have to worry about it, and so he's gonna rake you again with his machine gun. Oh, so sad. He misses. That's just the doom buggy gets in his line of fire, and he pivots a little bit, and the bullets kick up dust as they hit the ground in front of your vehicle. And that is all of me. You may go. Who would like to go first?
Since we're rinsing and repeating, Mark, I may as well rinse and repeat as well. So, +6. And how does an 18 do?
Give me a second.
We're up.
Oh, yeah, we are up. Ha.
Yeah, I do have a drama and a glory in my pool.
What do we have going on?
We're up.
We're up.
Yeah. Yes,
So,
that's right.
22?
You're attacking the gas tiger again, or the Syncycler again?
The Syncycler. Yep.
It's going to be an outstanding success yet again.
Ow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Right before you start pounding on it, you notice that some of the wound and damage that you caused to it has healed.
Oh,
the metal is unfolding and restitching, and seams are coming together as it magically is fixing the damage.
Sure. I continue to tear apart.
I didn't expect you not to. That's going to be 2 wounds and shock that it ignores. And you haven't done any damage to the other ones, have you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, so that's Zaruk.
I'm going to cast a spell and bring my axe down on this machine that he's pounding on. My faith is 4 points higher, so I'm going to roll my melee first.
Okay. You don't get to benefit from the spell on the roll for melee.
No, the spell's just tree skin.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't specify that. So submit and up. Still the same.
That is a success.
Right,
It's a
but
standard success.
We're still up, so.
You are still up, yes. That is still a standard success. You were 2 points off of a good.
Yeah, I'm gonna boost that possibility.
Righty.
Last roll, total roll was 15. There we go. That's still just good. No, wait a minute.
17, that is an outstanding on the number.
All right. So that's a 17 plus 4 makes it a 20, 21. I'll figure that out in a minute for that. So let's give you some damage. And what's the toughness for the
20.
Okay.
Do you have any AP?
No, not for my battle axe. It's just a
Okay.
battle axe. So,
Ignores
nothing.
you come down and hit it and put a rent in it, and as soon as you pull your axe out, the rent kind of seems to sew itself back together again, almost as if the damage never happened.
Right,
Although
so-
it leaves a dent, but the rent in the plate or in the sheet, the metal of the body,
Right.
it's whole again.
Okay, so help me out with this because I've never done this before.
Okay.
This is that spell I was telling, or the miracle I was telling you earlier that we're going against your strength. My strength's a 12, so I need to, with a 21, that's only going to be a good success, correct?
What miracle is this?
Tree skin.
Oh, I don't know that one. What's that out of?
It should be out of the aisle, I believe.
Okay. So what are we? You're going tree skins against my strength?
No, I think it's against my strength because I'm casting
Yeah,
on myself.
He's trying to make himself tougher, and I think
Yeah.
it has to go against your own strength because
Okay.
of
So I guess
Alright.
it's probably just a good success. It just means I get a +2 to my toughness, and I'm not vulnerable to fire.
Tree skin that's not vulnerable to fire. That's kind of cool. Okay. Bark. You're covered in bark now.
All right. So that was a success, though.
Your dwarf is turned into a dog. Bark, bark,
Bark,
bark.
So that was a success, so I get to draw.
Yes. That's Crag.
Yeah, that's right.
Edgar. Dr. Kenworthy.
I will cast 2 spells. Which is
Exercise that magister.
Yep. And with up 2 with roll of 12, an 18, and may as well go for the possibility.
Really?
I
Wow.
want outstanding.
Okay. Wow.
I can trade cards if anyone is wanting me to try to go higher.
I've got a drama in my hand. Or pool, sorry.
Does anyone have the glory ready?
I have a glory in my pool too, yes.
And I
All right,
also have a
I will-
hero in my hand if it's needed.
I will trade that to you, Mike.
Yeah, but he's only got 1 card in his pool, I
I
think.
have 2 cards in my pool.
Yep,
It's on
because
the-
we
it's
flurried
on the,
last round.
That's right. You
There's,
sure
there's the
did.
drama for you.
You sure did. So it's a done deal. Just a
Now-
question to win.
Ah!
It's just a question of how many resources. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And you said you had the hero?
Yeah.
I will trade that to you. So there's Dan's hero. So close. All right. Somebody has a glory.
And boom.
Boom.
Yay.
All right.
Hey, Rod, what's your character name? Doc what?
Dr. Nigel Kenworthy. So it's, and multi-action was approved. So the 2 spells are Arcane Blade and Mage Hands. So basically it's pull out the sword, which just became a spear +3 weapon. And the Keen Blade makes it armor piercing 4.
Yeah, but you can't benefit from all of that on this same. You're not attacking. You're
No, I'm
attacking,
not.
you just
I'm
cast.
getting my spell
No,
ready
yeah,
so
yeah.
I can begin attacking.
You just
This
got
is-
all your
This
crap
is his
wired
prep.
in one sock. Yep.
This is why I was trying to do it with the flurry last turn. The ideal way to go would have been flurry, throw the sword out the window, and then the next turn it starts flying around while I'm safe in the car and he's driving around. That's the goal.
Yep.
So
All right. All right. So there are your possibilities out on the table. Everybody draw a card.
I did, and I have taken a possibility.
Ditto.
So yeah,
Taking mine now.
all right, and that is what is going to go into the pool when it goes. I am all done.
All right,
Okay.
Edgar, feeling glorious flushing, I guess. He's gonna do start the car up again, and then do some donuts around just the gas tiger here.
So are you trying to maneuver
Trying
on
to
it?
stunt. Yeah,
You're
I'm
trying
trying
to stunt it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please try not to get hit again.
I will not.
He's not wrong.
Let's see. Where's my vehicle? My vehicle card. So for this, am I correct? I'm at a -2
Yes.
because of the maneuverability.
Yes.
So I think that's a standard against him.
They
so far,
standard. So you can put a condition on him just like you had a standard success on an interaction attack.
But the up says I get more. Yeah.
Yeah. You're one off of an outstanding.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make it very stymied. With the good.
And then, Mark, I am going to flurry. Because now seems a good time to flurry when I'm up.
Nice.
Now is a very good time to flurry when you're up. Yes. Go ahead and do your flurry.
All right. Well, first I'm going to put this card into my pool, and then I'm going to play it because we were just glorious. So, Mike, why don't you have an idea?
I like ideas.
And Rod, you seem like you're about to attack. Why don't you have an adrenaline?
I will very much like an adrenaline, thank you.
And
I
I will
am
draw.
about to attack.
He's all excited because he's got his sword out there and it's all juiced up.
And
It's
I will
like, oh
draw
yeah, here we go.
5 cards to replace. All right. And then I will all out attack this thing again. Dun, dun, dun.
Saruk. I believe you just disconnected.
Well, see, I'm from Tharkold. I have no contradictions here.
You are not disconnected. You just
You just look dumb.
it's like that. It's like the guy in the batter's box when he swings, he almost knocks himself off his feet. He swings so hard.
Yep.
The synth cycler turns and misses and shifts a little bit, and the spot you were going to swipe it, you tumble and roll in the dirt and come up and look around like, did anybody see that? I meant to do that. I meant to do that.
And since you've mentioned baseball, the obligatory.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so that's your flurry. Go ahead and put another card in your pool.
And then Mark has another card from us.
Yes, I have another card from Dr. Ken Northey.
And Dan, you're going to want to stay tuned after this card.
Verminous Tides. Attacks by mobs on either side are favored this round. The heroes will go first, and they can be up. The approved actions are Intimidate and Taunt.
Unless somebody plays an idea and makes the approved action any.
What? Would I do that? Yes. I have an idea. Beat it.
Which one of these vehicles is the one that keeps hitting us, Mike?
The Doom Buggy.
The machine gun with the gas. The Doom
That's
Buggy
right.
is the rammer.
Which one do you want me to attack?
I think we should take out the gas first.
All right.
The machine gun first.
So I send my sword straight at this as fast as possible. Beeline, the all-out attack option, basically.
Wait,
I will become very vulnerable to do this.
But before you do this,
You do want to do something?
I should maneuver and make it very vulnerable.
I would like that.
Because, reasons.
Totally.
Yeah, like sword about to pierce its engine block reasons. That is a standard success, but you are up
We are up.
again.
Last roll was 12. Boom. I think that's still standard.
It is
So I'll
still
make it
standard.
vulnerable.
Okay.
All right, so vulnerable all-out attack. What's our maneuverability? Is a -2?
Yep.
Yes.
And does it have a size bonus for this weapon attack? I assume it's probably very large.
It is not very large.
Really?
This one is just large.
Oh, just large. Okay. All right. So +4 all-out attack, +2 for being vulnerable, +2 for very large, and -2 for maneuver is going to equal a total of a +6. So I will become very vulnerable. Here's the +6, along with the up.
That's going to be an outstanding.
One hopes.
Oh.
I don't suppose we have a second one?
Yeah, they might have
Sorry.
it, but it's not in their pool.
Right, it was not drawn, Rod. I drew lots of other fun cards, but
Now,
I did not
you
draw
know
one.
what? It would have been cool, right?
Yep.
That would have been amazing. Well, that is an outstanding success, Rod. So
It is sadly only 25 AP4.
on the Gaz Tiger, that will
Yeah.
be a wound. AP4?
AP4, that's what the Keen Blade does.
Yeah, you're almost there on a second wound. Almost.
I do not have coup de grace.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to trade an adrenaline if someone does, but all right. Well, that's all I got.
Okay.
One die exploded.
You've cut a huge gash in the hood of this vehicle.
However, I'm very vulnerable, kind of leaning out the car, doing this sort of thing, puppeting it with one hand. The other one has to hold my shield. And because of the Annie, I will draw a card.
That's Dr. Kenworthy. Who's next?
I will continue my ballet swing that I've been doing over here.
Before you do.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to intimidate and bless.
Intimidate what?
I'm going to intimidate this thing he's been pounding on.
The synth cycler. Okay.
Yeah. And my bless, of course, is 2 points higher than this. -2. And we're up. What was my last roll? 17? Okay, so 17.
As a good success on the intimidate on the number.
All right, so I'm going to keep it at very vulnerable. And my bless, that's going to be 21 on the bless. That's going to be, your strength is blessed for +2 for 1 minute.
Whose strength?
I don't know the vehicle.
I'm in the car,
Yeah,
but I do damage off of
meters?
spirit.
Yeah, it'll be just
Just the two of them. Okay.
Well, unless their vehicle's within 5 meters of us, I don't think they are.
He's not.
I didn't think so.
He's over there by the gas
and I
tiger. You
get a
guys are over by
+2
the
to our
wall.
strength.
Zaruk feels stronger.
Yeah, my oversized arm flexes a little bit more.
Popeye arm went.
Right. It had a little more spinach in it. It's doing the whole spinach dance now.
That's right. All right. Let's see. So that was Crag.
Was that all four of us?
No, I still have
No.
to. I'm going to beat on this synthesizer.
You're too far away.
That was a success for any, so I'll go ahead and draw a card.
Yep.
Actually, since
So-
I used Intimidate, I get to draw 2 and choose the best one, right?
Yes. Zaruk. Edgar?
Does it? Because it has to intimidate be the approved action.
But he played idea to make everything.
Yep. It is intimidate
Right.
is an approved action. Any is an approved action. So
I didn't know if
Intimidate
the
is
any.
approved.
I didn't know if the any counted as literally any, or if it was just anything you did was successful. But anyway, all right.
I don't interpret that Tharcold rule as it must say intimidate on the card. If you can draw a card for doing intimidate because it's approved, then you're fine. Sorry.
I would go the same way as you, Mark.
All right.
Makes sense.
I'm going to get rid of this action and keep the setback that
Okay.
you gave me.
All right. So I will all out attack it. It's very vulnerable and it's large. So that seems like +10 to me.
Yep. Ooh.
Wow. It's trying.
Are you a 4-case contradiction?
No, everything I have is Tharcold.
That's right. You're Tharcold. Never mind. Moving on.
He's not a contradiction.
Right.
I will say that hopefully every time I see it, and every time I see it, you're gonna have to remind me. No, I'm home.
Is a 16 outstanding?
16 is not outstanding. You're off
You're-
by 1 point,
All right.
You're also
there you go.
up, Jim.
but you're
Oh,
up.
you're right. Haha, I'll take that back then. I forgot.
Roll
that
another
was there.
63 that doesn't get you glory.
10. Last roll 3. All right. That, in fact, will be outstanding.
That is outstanding. And it did manage to, by the way, stitch up one of its wounds. That it just got back.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but I think you're +2 because you're.
Yes, the it actually went in there.
It did go.
No, actually, it did not. Mark, it should be 2 higher, so it should be 29. Not that.
That's still only
Yeah.
a wound. You're one
Yep.
off.
Yeah. Again, still don't have the.
No
Fishing
card.
for coup de grace.
Still don't have the coup de grace.
Okay. Edgar.
I did my thing already.
But
Oh, that's everybody.
I made a vulnerable.
I have a flurry here for you, Mark.
Okay, go ahead there, Doc.
Yep, that same vehicle. We're gonna have the sword do a circle around it. Pretty much do the same exact thing.
Oh yeah. 22. That's going to be, I believe, that's a good.
25.
25.
Okay, 25. That is an outstanding.
All All right. Hopefully we do better than last time. Now, 23 AP 4.
That is still a wound and 2 shock, which, by the way, it stitched up the wound that it took, and you've given it a new one.
It's healing its own wounds.
Yes.
Well, that's less good. All right. Well, okay. Is what it is. Hey, Dan, after they go, you have a card in your pool.
Yep, and I'm going to play it.
I'm done.
Because I think everybody would like to stay up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as we don't see
wait.
or up for more than 4 hours,
Hang on.
then we have to see a doctor.
Nope, I'm right. Okay, we're good.
Thank you, Mike. It was low key on the joke. It was kind of under the table.
Okay. That's everybody, right? My turn. So I still don't like you over here pounding on me. And I'm going to swing my salvage cutter at you, Zaruk. Not effectively, that is. And the Doom Buggy is going to swing in there at Edgar, and we're going to try and stunt you again. That's the number. Edgar, you can be you can be stymied.
I can be stunned.
You're going to be stymied. There. And let's see. We're going to rake you with our machine gun. You know what? You're waving your arms at me. You know what, Doc? I'm going to rake you with my machine gun, and you're very vulnerable, right?
Technically, you are correct.
That's excellent.
I disagree.
The 3's not going to get there.
I do have to point out, though, that it's unskilled. Is that accurate?
Yes. Yes.
And I am very vulnerable, so you should be +4. You put a -4.
It's okay, so it has a 7 on your dodge.
Okay, a 7 is going to miss my dodge. I wasn't sure if there was an 8-point swing of getting rid of the -4 and then adding a +4.
Yep, no, there is an 8-point swing. You're right. That's an 11.
Misses by 1.
Still misses.
I swear.
I think he was doing it on
And then I looked at the number, and then I had to explain why I asked the question, because I'm a completionist.
You're lucky this is a family show, Rod. I'm just saying. Let me go find 3 or 4 more synth cyclers just for you. All right. I think that's all of me. You may play cards into your pool.
And I played one on the table.
And as you do this, you watch the synth cycler put together some of its. Oh, you're going to seize initiative. Okay. And you watch the synth cycler stitch together some more of its stuff. The Doom Buggy, that has not taken any, but the Gaz Tiger has, and it's back to being uninjured.
This Gaz Tiger that I put 2 wounds on healed 2 wounds.
Yes, sir.
Turn, in the same turn.
No, it healed 1 last wound. You put 2 wounds on it this turn. You put 2 on it this turn?
Yeah, because of the flurry.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's do something different then. That's not getting it there. Okay. It only heals 1 wound.
Hope if that's not limited, guys, then I don't see us being successful.
All right.
Yeah.
Harder.
Ooh, wait. Hang on. Oh. Nope. Okay, so we'll retcon one thing. Two things. The Gas Tiger did not successfully heal a wound, and the
That's
Synth
fortunate.
Cycler did not. Well, the Synth Cycler, let's see. The Synth Cycler did. And the buggy hasn't taken it. All right. You know what? I'm just going to. The Synth Cycler sputters and collapses. I misread something on that skill. So we're going to. You've done a bunch of damage to the Synth Cycler that it's taken away a bunch of stuff. And we'll just take that away to make up for that. All right. You have the Doom Buggy and the Gaz Tiger remaining. We're going to. The idea does not stay, right?
No.
Just the card.
Correct. Just the card.
All right.
Yep.
So we will seize initiative on that. And the heroes will go first and be up, and then the villains can go and use improved actions or intimidate and taunt.
I'm going to portent this time.
Are you want me to go first, or are
Wow.
you gonna slice it?
No, I was only planning on portenting
Okay,
because of the cards. So
gotcha.
that'll be outstanding. So I'm going to kill one of these two cards.
All right. You going to drop it at the table, or are you just going to discard it?
I have to drop and then discard.
Okay.
It's going to be this one because they don't need to wake up.
All right. So Nigel's done. Who's next?
There you go. And no longer very vulnerable.
Edgar is going to take a shock and get rid of the stymied condition from unflinching. And then he's going to multi-action spin around the old Gaz again and shoot it with his gun. So we're going to stunt here, which will be at a -2. Multi-action will be -4.
Okay.
Well, I'm not a 4K, so that's good.
Uh,
I am going to drop a possibility. Excuse me, I'm going to up first
Yep.
because we are up.
you are.
Last roll was.
We'll eyeball the
3.
possibility here hungrily.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably still gonna come anyway. But
I
Probably.
should not be stymied, so that should be a 5, but then I'm a possibility on that. I took possibility or the stymied off. Or last roll was an 8.
And you are using the possibility?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Effectively, too.
All right. So against its.
That is
the.
Good success against its 9 defense.
All right. Let's make it. I don't think you guys are running over anytime soon, so let's make it very.
I plan to run as far as I can. I don't know if I could get there.
Okay.
I'll let you run over there. You won't have. I mean, you'll have to.
Oh, sure. I will run with the -2 if that's what needs to get there.
Sure.
Then I'll make it very vulnerable. And then, let's see. My fire combat is going to be. It's going to be with the short burst +2. I ignore first 2 penalties for range attack for the Kabuto HUD that I have. So that's a 20 fire combat against its dodge.
Okay.
What is that?
Against the Gaz Tiger's dodge, that is an outstanding on the number.
All right. So here's 2 bonus dice coming at you. Big numbers. His toughness is a 20, I believe.
That's correct. AP 4.
Boom. Do nothing. Okay.
Pew 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 pew, pew off the armor.
You know, rolling dice. That's what we do.
That's how it goes.
And Mark, I'm gonna still be very vulnerable because the running just gives me an extra -2 to my action. So all right. So this one is not large. It's not. It's just. It's regular large, right?
Yeah, regular
All right,
large.
So plus 10 minus my 2 for running is plus 8 when I all out attack it.
Okay.
And how does a 20 do against its melee?
It's an outstanding.
Excellent.
There's your 2 wounds.
You smash it center in the hood, and you hear an audible squeal of metal as you drive the motor from its mounts into the ground, and it just kind of just stops, flips over and on its side as the momentum tries to carry it over the engine. You just knocked out of the bottom of it.
I give the eye to the little dune buggy that's over there.
If I move,
Next.
how far do I have to go to get within 5 meters of the wasteland junker? Will I have to run to get there?
Yes, you will have to run. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try. How are you guys looking on your shock?
I have quite a bit.
All right.
I think Edgar's got a little bit. Doc's got a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try to cast. I'm going to go ahead and try to do Soothe on the 2 of you.
I like Soothe. But
Actually,
Soothe,
wait
I
a
think,
minute.
is actually it's not a multi-target. Isn't that a blast?
It's everybody in a 5 meter radius from you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I want to get within 5 meters, and I don't think.
got it.
Zorak has taken no
That's
shock.
what I said. I thought you two were the only ones taking any shock.
Yep.
I've taken a lot of shock, yes.
All right. So -2 for that because of my running.
And be up.
Oh yes, there's the up.
Yeah, I didn't roll my up because I was already at the outstanding, and I didn't think it was going to get to
And we don't have a
glory
glory
from there
now.
to worry about. Yeah.
No, modifier's not a 6. The last roll was though. All right, so 17. So that's going to be a good success. You can recover 3 shock.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you. Well done.
And that's it for my turn.
If I ignore 2 shock from all sources, does that mean I ignore soothe too?
I think it works that way.
Sure. I'll just make sure I don't cast it on you.
I could take it to work that way, but you know.
All right, and that's everybody, yeah?
Yeah.
So we Zaruk and Crag out there standing, and we've got So let's see. 1 is Crag, and 2 is Zaruk. Crag, the dune buggy lines up with you, and it comes at you full speed as the engine revs.
My axe against my shield.
And it attempts to run you over. Ow, man.
I just kind of do a little old A motion.
Oh, I thought you put the shield down so it could do the whole like speed bump off the shield thing and half flip.
Ah, damn. Roll20 hates me. All right, it's all of me. You may play cards into your pool. Let's see. I am the dude. The Doom Buggy has not taken any wounds yet, so I'm doing good there. All right. All right. Cards into pools. I have another card from the doctor. Road Warriors. Any test of land vehicles is favored this round, but any vehicle must succeed at a challenging DN12 test or suffer 15 + 1 BD collision damage, which we will manage on each of your turns. The villains will go first, and the heroes can be inspired. The approved action is any. Interesting that.
Oh, I guess I could have saved my soothe. No, I think it gives you 2 back, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, when we start our turn.
Yeah.
Right. So when the villain hurts him first.
D2. Yep, we're coming at you again, Crag.
Bring it on, you spiky
And
bastard.
land vehicle is. I got to do my land vehicles first. I did not successfully. So I get 15 plus a BD. So let's roll.
You are favored.
Am I favored?
You
Yeah,
are
I am.
favored.
Yeah. Any
You get a
tests?
worse roll.
Yeah, let's do that again. I am favored. I still suffer 15 plus 1 BD.
Good
So
call, Mike.
let's do the D6. I take 16 damage. The Doom Buggy ignores it as he hits a small rock, trundling at you at great speed. And so my land vehicle attack against you, which is now favored, I will favor out of that. Wow,
You should,
that's just
maybe this time
sad.
it was my shield that you bounced off of.
That may be. That's just sad. Okay, that's all I got. The heroes can be inspired. Edgar, go ahead and give me a land vehicles roll. It is favored, but you need to hit a DN12 or suffer some damage. Ooh, you're one away.
Does anyone have anything to trade for?
Hold
except
on,
for-
hold on. I gotta.
Hold on.
Sure. I'm holding.
Look out! Don't hit that rock.
Red 5 standing
Same
by.
one the Doom Buggy
Oh,
hit. Watch it.
that
All
rock.
right.
Red Fox standing by.
You successfully avoided the rock that the Doom Buggy ran into. He hit it and knocked it into your path. It's kind of like you're playing a big game of death race polo.
Fantastic. We're gonna get Doc closer.
That's right. And so now you may go ahead.
Is
What
this
would
a
you like to
minus 2? This is a -2 for a stunt against it.
Yes.
All right. We're gonna do that. We're gonna favor that. I don't like a 6. I'd rather have a 12. There we go.
That is a
Better roll.
standard. What would you like to do to him?
Let's make him vulnerable.
Okay.
Did we take damage from this 12, or did you play a card and I missed it?
They played a card and you missed it.
Play the card. Yeah.
I had my character sheet in front of everything.
Zaruk,
It's okay.
Zaruk said,
told
"Look
you to
out!"
avoid the rock.
That's what the rock was.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
that is Edgar. Who's next?
I guess I will lean out the window and once more be as crazy as I can be. It is currently vulnerable.
Yes.
And it'll be all out. We have a maneuver -2 size.
Not on the Doom Buggy.
It is standard size.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at only the +4 then.
That's outstanding on me. Yeah, it's outstanding.
22 AP4.
22 AP4.
The keen
Oh,
blades.
you're one off of 2 wounds. One off.
Isn't it toughness 15? Oh, is it?
AP2. Armor plating 2.
Okay.
Oh, that only gets to a 13.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
unfortunately, I do not have coup de grace.
Okay, so it takes a wound. That's the good doctor. Who's next?
Yep.
Zaruk, Crag.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play this right here. So anybody who wants it can get their possibility or whatever.
Anybody going to master plan that before I move it to the delete pile?
Only.
Sure, why not?
So you're going to give us all 2 possibilities.
Two possibilities. Somebody, hey, let's do this a simple way. Rod, drop a possibility to the table for me.
What? But I don't want to give up the
Just
possibility.
drop up. Thank you.
All
right,
right,
so
I'll,
pick
play,
up
I'll
now.
play it
Pick-
again.
Now, pick it back up again.
And you're going to do some copying and pasting.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can. No, I can't.
There you go. There's 2 for everybody.
Yep. I grabbed my stack.
I got mine.
Got mine.
Well, I think some people grabbed.
That same one.
That
The same
happens
one.
all the damn time. So has everybody picked up 2?
I have
Yes.
picked up 2, yes. So you can delete the extra 2. I
Okay.
waited until I waited until everyone else did, so I would know not to double on up.
Rod, you do a real good job of putting those near everybody's tokens so that when they pick them up, they are always. But they're always the same size. I don't know how you do that. What do you drag them over for something?
No, I shrink them ahead of time, and I put them on the GM layer. As soon as someone plays the Inspire, I go copy paste it, bing, 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 bing on the GM layer. Say, hey, is there anyone not taking? And if so, delete it. Then I just grab all of them and move them to the token layer and say, all right, it's right next to you.
Yeah, okay.
It's extra steps, but it was because I got tired of having the conversation we had.
No, it works. It works great. It works great. All right. So that's Inspire and Master Plan. Is anybody master planning it again? No? Good.
No.
All right.
So
I'm very
Za'arak.
vulnerable, by the way, just hanging out the window.
So Za'arak will run after the dune buggy. I'm assuming with all of this driving and stunting that they are doing, that I would probably have to actually run.
You have to run, and its maneuverability is going to give you a -2, so you're -4.
All right, then I will all-out attack it again and be at a straight roll.
Well, it's vulnerable, so you're +2.
+2. Yep.
That is going to be, I believe, a good success. Yes, it is.
Would a 16 be outstanding?
No, but a 17 would.
Oh, that's a shame. All right, I'll spend one of those then. There you go.
Now you're outstanding. I think this might be ugly. Ew, jeez.
Oh gosh.
My word.
So as the doom buggy comes up towards you, the good doctor's sword blow basically eviscerated the fender, and as it comes towards you, your cybernetic arm reaches in and grabs it by the axle, and you basically rip the drivetrain right out from underneath it as the thing comes by and it flips over and just tumbles.
It's spurting oil everywhere.
Yeah, parts tumble and everything.
Technically, to be fair, the arm is not cybernetic. The arm is actually a mutation.
Oh, okay, that makes
sense. Whatever.
That makes it better.
Your giant Popeye arm reaches in and pulls out a whole bunch of metal.
Yeah, my arm, my right arm is literally like 3 times the size of the rest of my other arm or so.
Yeah, like I said, your giant Popeye arm.
Zarak.
Yes.
I am a doctor. We could talk about that.
You can make it bigger?
No. Quite the opposite is actually what I was thinking. A bit of ice.
I already did that a few minutes ago. You don't like it?
So
yes, unfortunately, it doesn't stay.
As you rip that out, you hear this cheer and the roar come from the sniper towers on the walls, and
sniper towers that didn't help us.
That they were shooting. They just weren't successful because their little small arms were ricocheting off the heavy plate armor of the synth cycler. They cheer, and the front gates open, and you see this young woman come out. As she sees you, she says, very good, heroes. The first time, we heard these demon cars. A trader said black sports car with no driver had tried to ram him off the road. Shooting at it did nothing. The bullet holes just disappear as if by magic. He escaped by driving into the forest. We thought he was a sumashedshi. I think you would say crazy, da? But then come more and more sightings, and now this. It sounds like Anatoly Koshinsky's car. It's black, very fast. He and his daughter Lydia used to drive medicine to communities like ours. Such a shame what happened to them. They were caught by marauders who wanted his supplies. They tied Lydia to cross along roadside while they made Anatoly get supplies, and when he come to rescue her, it was blown up by mines they planted all around. Her body still hangs there, where marauders left it. If you follow highway south about 30 kilometers, you cannot miss it. Very sad.
Why do we want... I'm confused. What is it that you'd like us to do specifically? You're telling us that we should go there, but I don't.
It's clear.
Why?
It's clear. Vehicles possessed by ghosts of people who drive them upset about girl being dead. Not clear to you?
Vehicles being possessed. It's okay.
Preposterous.
Yeah, kind of something like that.
Jim is offering a romance card to anyone. And
Yes.
if we need a bio break, we can absolutely do that as you all contemplate whether or not you would like to make Kira Yakushev your amorous intent for this.
But I would trade you for that, Tim.
Go for it, doctor.
Because otherwise, I was about to drop it for the card and the possibility, but
So
Instead-
we will be back in, we'll say, about 10 minutes.
Hello, cute blonde lady. Would you like to
Oh.
play doctor? Yeah?
I'm a professional, sir. Professional. That doesn't mean what you think it means. It's very different.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 10 minutes tops. We'll see you in a few minutes. And we're back. We left off being praised the heroes of the day for defeating a bunch of mindless vehicles.
I don't know. Mindless is
Well,
the right way to
driverless
put it.
vehicles, I suppose, is the best way to put it.
Soulless? No, it has both.
Possessed.
Possibly possessed seems to be the rumor.
I don't know who started that.
Who started the rumor?
Yeah. I don't know who would come up with such a thing.
I have no idea.
All right. Okay, so.
Before we go too much further, Mark,
Yes.
I would like to play this card for the alternate option.
Discarding it.
Yes, the card and possibility, please.
Okay, so.
I am clearly, having used magic against that, a target of someone's infatuation.
Yes, she is very. Oh, come on. There we go. Doing two things at once and not doing any of them very well. Copy is the word I'm looking for. God, I deleted this thing 3 times.
What?
That's Jim's or Zaruk, and then 1, 2, 3 for the good doctor.
Got him. Thank you, Jim.
Mhm.
All right. She is very interested in seeing if you would like to come home and have tea. She understands that the English like tea.
Oh yes. Well, thank you, madam. I do believe I'd greatly appreciate that. I don't understand that she means like tea and chill. I assume it's just tea,
Yes.
and so things will be awkward that happen off screen.
Yes. So it's a little off-screen time. So what would you like to do?
The vehicle that was shooting at us with that machine gun, is that machine gun in operable condition?
No, it rolled over and is destroyed most of that. As we to recap from our break, because maybe we forget things. She mentioned that who Anatoly Koshikin's car. Yeah, Koshkin. There's an extra I.
It's Russian.
Anatoly Koshkin's car is the one that matches the description of that black Lamborghini that tried to run you off the road. She said that's happened before. Very sad what happened to her daughter or to his daughter Lydia, and then he tried to save her and got blown up by mines. And
so what you're saying is 30 kilometers to the south appears her body on a cross and mines.
Duh.
Well, we're gonna have to watch out for those mines.
Well, they are not on the road. They are around the cross. Raiders were they thought a joke. They knew Anatoly come back to get daughter down, and then they take a bet on how far he gets toward cross before blow up.
Now, did she blow up too, or do you know?
Oh no, she hung on cross for days while Anatoly drive medicine, trying to get back fast enough before she suffocate and die. He's not successful.
Is there any chance you'd like to accompany us? Show us where this cross happens to be.
I could do this.
I assume this is Kira that we're talking to.
Yes.
Okay. It's your voice and hers are not the same. I got to double check.
The husky. She's very husky. Yes, husky Eastern Bloc woman.
Well,
I mean, if she asks me if I like strong women, I'll tell you out of character. She's not the first person to ask that. So we're not going to tell that story on camera. But I have been asked that.
Once again, this is a family show.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of family show, so we only can fit 4 people in the truck, so she's going to have to...
She's not sitting on my lap.
Someone's going to have to be a gentleman here.
I'm
She
not
kinda-
gentle.
Of course, I
She
am.
entwines her arm around the good doctors and says, Doctor can I sit with Doctor? We not first time we squeeze together in car. And she kind of looks at you and smiles.
Well, lass, have you
knowingly.
seen what he's sitting with in the back seat there?
Yes.
But I think his big arm goes out the window so that we can make room that way.
It's more the pointy things that are sticking the other direction I'd be worried about.
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't we move you, Zarak, to the front seat?
You sit up here with me, lad.
I expect you'd be more comfortable. Yes? Lovely.
So we squeeze into the car. It's going to make who's in the back seat in a squoze condition. One
And her.
and her and who
I
else?
did not expect to have her sitting on my lap, but I also hadn't accounted for. I assumed she'd be driving in like a different vehicle.
No, she's quite happy to squeeze into there with you. Who else is in the back seat?
This is going to be awkward and uncomfortable way to try.
I think we probably should put Craig back there. 'Cause,
Okay.
You know,
Fine.
she has been a little.
Fine, I'll climb back with the two lovebirds.
Zah,
I
do
see
you mind
no
if I
birds.
call you Zah? Those spikes, they basically stick to anything, yes?
I guess. I mean,
Why don't we
usually it
just-
stabs in and out.
Why don't we just stick you to the top of the car?
They don't think they stick that way, but I could try.
They do not stick that way.
Okay.
So everybody
So
rides in the car.
I get on top of the roof, poke a hole through a little bit of metal, realize that I'm not stuck there, and then we'll come
Yeah,
back
he
down.
takes
to the
off and goes, stop the vehicle.
vehicle.
Bad suggestion. My apologies.
So the point being is that
now
the
have a
good
sunroof.
doctor and Crag will be at a -2 for actions from the back seat because they are jammed in there with an extra passenger that the vehicle is not designed to
Trying
carry.
to put
So
his shield between him and the lass.
I keep my
I'm
shield
trying
on
not
the
to see.
window
I'm
side.
trying not to watch. I'm trying not to watch. I'm not peeking. Oh yeah, I'm peeking. Okay. All
I
right.
didn't see anything. I
And
didn't
so
see,
we're-
oh shit, I saw something.
The problem is she probably has a better intimidate than I do.
so are we going 30 miles or 30 kilometers to the south?
Yes.
We are.
All right, we go 30 kilometers to the south.
Be sure you watch for the mines.
Is this
There
taking
is
us into the blasted lands?
You are in the blasted lands.
So we're in a mix zone at this point.
You are in a mixed zone.
Who wrote this one?
This was written by, give the author credit, Brian Reeves.
Brian Reeves must be a fan of Wraith.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I love the Wraith. Yes.
I believe he's also one of the authors for Trifling Matter, which is the Aurore's book.
That book's fantastic. I love that. That's we're having a great time in that book. And by great time, I mean
hold
it's
on. You're
awful.
about to. Yeah, you just got murdered. Almost ran away to avoid a TPK.
Oh yeah.
But
We only got away because the center text in the card gave us the opportunity to get the hell out of Dodge. And we're like, oh, yes, dear God, please, thank you. And that was one word. All right, so back to this. We're in scene 3 here, so let's do the card thing.
Card things.
yep, we have a limit of 5.
All right, so draw up to the limit.
I think I have to get rid of an adrenaline.
Oh, well, then I will certainly trade for this here transfer.
Well, you know what you can do with the transfer.
I'm going
Trade
to,
it for the adrenaline I just did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
I'm gonna drop a step B. And I guess replace it.
All right. Right. So I have a card that I'm still going to be recycling because I never willpower a thing. So one of you can
Hold
have
on.
that.
Yep. I am going to trade the adrenaline I have for that willpower.
Oh, I'll take 2 adrenalines because I adrenaline everything.
I could use adrenaline, but Because just the weird way that mage hands works, I still have to roll with dex
Yeah.
melee weapons because it's this part of it.
Yep.
All right. So
How well are you a puppeteer?
are we back to where we need to be card wise?
I am.
Looks like we are.
As good as we're gonna get.
Okay, so come over the rise, and as you crest a hill and come around the corner, you see this cross with the skeletal remains of someone. Since you were told, it's the woman, and you realize that you drove past this on your way here. But these are gone, right? Nobody's taken those. But you just kind of overlooked it as just blending in with the Tharkoldu scenery because it just blends in with all of the other things that are in Darkhold. But now it takes on a new meaning as you come around the corner. And as you do, you notice the black Lamborghini parked on the shoulder of the road about 30 meters away from the cross, the base of the cross, and it's pointed in your direction. And as you come around the corner, it queues up in the center of the road, and you can see the chassis rock as the engine revs. If your windows are down, you can also hear it, and it's getting ready to come at you full speed. In fact, that's exactly what it's doing. Intent on finishing the job it started in the first scene.
Forgot one thing. Since I still have a Cosm card, if we're in a mix zone, does my Cosm card change?
Rod has a really nice macro for that. I do not. You could just always do a roll 1d2, and a 1 is core earth and a 2 is Starcold, because that's alphabetic. That's basically what my macros do.
Rod, you do not have a card, is that right?
I do not. Edgar does.
It's just Edgar.
Yeah, it's just Edgar. Okay, then why don't you put it on the table, Edgar?
Ooh, look at you. Getting a good card. It better not be escalation.
What?
Is it escalation?
I know. I'm going to grab it.
I got you one. I gave you one.
It is the Lucky Break.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Nope.
And we're going to go to rounds as he is driving at you. This will be a standard scene. Oddly enough, this doesn't have any dramatic scenes. And I don't have any doctor cards. Nope, it doesn't.
That's right.
They're all listed as standard.
Huh.
I mean, this could be a dramatic scene, but it's not. Good morning. How's the knee? Taunt tests this round. Our favorite heroes will go first. Then the villains can be fatigued.
Oh, he's running out of gas.
Improved action is trick.
I will try tricking and portenting. So I yell grenade and I don't know, throw somebody's drink out of the car or whatever else.
I was drinking that, lad. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, the dwarf is next to me. What did you have in between us?
There's our PG-13
I had a
F-bomb
shield
for the
between
day.
us.
Not the shield, but it's something that belongs to the dwarf.
I was trying to drink an ale
I was
over here.
back.
What the fuck you doing, lad?
So,
hey, one F-bomb per PG-13 episode.
No, it's after 9:30.
It's after 9. We're fine.
Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck it. Do them.
So, divination is going to be 4 points higher here. Ugh.
Ah, look at that.
But
Unskilled
I got
even.
so many of these things. There is no reason not to do this. So a 17 trick and a 21 portent.
That will be a good success on your trick, sir.
Excellent. So since I went first, let's go for very. Do you guys want very vulnerable or very stymied?
Oof.
I'm leaning towards very stymied. Was kind of where I was. Ugh.
Probably.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to attack towards it this round, so.
Let's go with very stymied until we know what's going on. And as Matt likes to say, that card could eat a dick. It was either heroes confused or hero setback. Screw that noise.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm done.
What did you give me?
The less worse card.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a ward enemy because this obviously looks like a supernatural issue. So let's see how well that works out for us.
Oddly enough, it's not listed, but I'm going to go with yes.
I got a ghost driving a vehicle. But, the whole scene in front of me in the picture here looks like it should be. There we go.
Yeah.
We'll go with a 22. And that is +2 to defenses, and any supernatural evil who fails an attack are stymied. So you have a +2 to all your defenses, ladies and gentlemen.
Say that again. If I miss my attack, I'm stymied?
Yes.
Okay. I'm already very stymied, so...
Well, this is for as long as ward enemy will last, so I think it's
okay. So that was Crag and good doctor. Edgar Zaruk.
I'm going to try to hit it with a stunt here.
Okay.
What's my target number against
16.
defenses? 16.
His defense. No, his defense. His defense, which is 15.
Oh, okay, it's better.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll be
as long as I'm concentrating.
-2 for this from maneuverability. Oh, hey!
Well,
Look at that. Let's make him. We'll make him. We'll make him vulnerable. Because that's my
vulnerable it is. All right, and Zaruk.
He's just driving back there, huh?
He is blazing at you like Lamborghini fast, coming right for you. Edgar jukes one side, he marries it up. He's clearly playing chicken.
Okay. So I would like to wait and attack him when he's within my claw melee range.
So,
like if he's gonna ram us, I want to. And if I need to move up to the hood of the car or something to and hold onto the roof of the car, I would do it.
So if you stay in the car,
mm-hmm.
Let's talk this through so that you can make your decision. If you stay in the car, you have a 50-50 chance of if he doesn't hit you, he's going to come down one side or the other. So if he doesn't come down the side you're on, you got no shot. If he comes down the side you're on, I'll give you a shot at it, okay? If he hits you and you're in the car, you've got no shot because he's hitting you and then everything's going ass over tea kettle. So
I'll climb up on the roof?
If you want to climb up on the roof and then take his
weight
maneuverability, your weight action and his maneuverability as your penalties, because he's going to see what you're doing, then you absolutely can do that. But
sure.
You're a smart guy. You know that if he hits you, okay, well, you understand moving fast and not moving fast. And if you're standing on top of the car and he hits you, your car is going to do some stuff that you're not going to do. And so it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. But that's why I will climb up on the roof of the car. I will hold on as best as I can and then claw at him just before he, claw at him when he gets into range and then take the consequences from there.
Take the consequences from there. Outstanding. All right. So you're on top of the roof. You're waiting your opportunity. And
now he rides on the roof.
I already made holes up there.
Yeah. You have a minus. You're going to be -4 on his speed. And what did we say? You're
and then -2 for the weight.
Yeah. So you're -6 total on this.
Sure. And then I will all out attack him.
Okie dokie. So you're going to be -2 net.
Yep.
And very vulnerable.
Yep.
All right. Okay,
it only makes sense to be very vulnerable when I'm on top of the roof of a car that's about to get rammed.
By a Lamborghini doing like 180 miles an hour. And you're like, why are we still driving at this thing? I don't know. All right. That's all of you guys, right? Villains can be fatigued and ignore it. And here comes the usurper who is absolutely trying to ram you.
All right.
Absolutely. And he has... absolutely going to try and ram you.
Well, I'll get my attack off first.
So go ahead and do that.
How is a 14 against his?
Let's see. That is going to be okay. A 14. That is good success on the number.
Well, I feel like this should be awesome and more spectacular than that.
It's going to be spectacular already. You just want it to be uber spectacular.
Yes, I do. I would like it to be outstanding.
It is, in fact, outstanding. Oh,
I do hit kind of hard.
you do hit kind of hard. I want nothing to do with that. Because that is going to be 2 wounds and 4 shock that I ignore.
Fair enough.
And now I'm going to take my land vehicle's attack against you. And your maneuverability for the Wasteland Junker gives me a -2.
Defense is a 9.
I have a good success.
That is a good success.
Yeah, I have rammed you.
Must consult the tome, the dusty tome.
Yeah, it is actually dusty, but that's a function of my ceiling fan. All right, so oops, he has a ramming plate. He has a ram plate on his car, so he's gonna get off of the book. Thank you.
So, what's that law of physics where a object in motion remains in?
I didn't know Zorak could fly.
Yeah, we're about to see where this is going. So, Zorak, you're going to end up with the same level of damage that they're getting.
Sure.
And you're not going to like this. So, the toughness on the Usurper is a 16, and you're getting 2 BDs on that. So, no, cancel. There we go. So let's roll that and that. So we're going to take 19 damage to the Wasteland Junker.
That'll give us just shock because it's a
Yep, 2
15
shock
damage.
to everyone in the car. And I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry about that, lads. I had thought about telling you to make a right to avoid that, but it would have been worse, I assure you.
15 plus 2 BD. So let's go ahead and roll that. 4, 7, 22. So how's a 22 look against your toughness, Zorak?
That is a wound and shock.
Regrettable sacrifice.
Just barely. So I will go ahead and soak.
And that's why you don't ride on the roof of the vehicle.
There's a TikTok challenge about that ended up a lot like that. Except they didn't soak very well.
A lot of them TikTok challenges ain't got no sense whatsoever.
Amen, brother.
A lot of them? There's
A lot
one
of-
that does?
You could just say a lot of TikTok doesn't have sense. And stop there. Okay, so you soak all that damage. Congratulations. And you may all play cards in your pool. And I have a Kenworthy card to pull.
You do.
Your suffering will be legendary. Heroes taking damage this round suffer +1 shock. The villains will go first, and then the heroes can be fatigued. The approved action is defend. And just remember, the good doctor did this one to you on purpose.
No. Going the other way was worse.
The good doctor
Darkhold.
did this one to you on purpose. Whatever you want to say, he did this to you on purpose.
You guys would prefer to have been confused?
I'm good.
Thank you.
The Lamborghini spins around and comes racing at you again, Zorak, because you are exposed and it's trying to run you down now that you're out in the ground. Setback. As the Lamborghini spins around, its rear tire strikes a pothole and has a blowout, and it spins out of control into the dust of the shoulder, and it quickly regains its speed. But when it does, you notice that the wheel itself has miraculously healed itself, but it is not. It's out of control long enough not to be able to attack anyone this round. What the heroes like to do this time?
I will do my double cast.
And you said we're fatigued.
I'm kind of thinking we head over to that cross there and see if we can do something with that.
You're behind the wheel, lad.
skeletons up
You
there.
take us there, and we'll do whatever needs to be done.
I'm gonna do that. Hey, well, see you at the cross, Iraq.
Be at the cross, Rock. Bye. Have a nice time storming the castle, boys.
All right. I'm done.
You're done, huh?
Yeah, I will only be AP 3 with the keen blade.
I'm true with
Hey,
this guy.
So, yes, I toss my sword out the window so that it's kind of, riding near us.
Somebody
right.
just stick their hands out the window and do that.
And yeah, again, I do this, and the sword goes like this through the air.
It's impressive. Kira is very impressed.
Cool.
Well, Edgar's gonna, flip a Yui, and since this is a dirt road, hit the accelerator. So to kick up some of the rocks and dirt, try to hit the Lambo with it, hit with the stunt, basically.
Good old-fashioned Dukes of Hazzard style.
Exactly. Oop. That's two.
Okay, so your DN is 15. That's not even close.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss a thing at it,
Okay, toss a thing at it.
which should get it to at least.
That's not going to get it done. You're 4 short.
Oh. Oof. Then yeah. That looks like there's my final answer.
Okay, so
I'm heading over towards the cross.
you're driving to the cross, or you're getting out of the car and you're driving
to the cross.
Okay. Let's see. That is Edgar and Dr. Kenworthy. Zaruk Crag.
For Zarak is way too far away from the car to be beneficial for any skills. You took no damage, right? You
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
It rammed me, and I was fatigued, and none of that seemed to work.
Okay, so what I'm not to... He's driving towards the cross, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to drop a hellfire on the car behind us. I thought about dropping it on the cross, but I thought, maybe not. Yeah, I mean...
Even that's a little too much for Tharkold.
Just burn it down.
Burn it down. I mean, a proper Viking burial. Alright, so...
You're supposed to put them in a boat and set them adrift before you set them on
I
fire?
don't see no bloody boats, just a bunch of cars. Alright, so any penalty for distance?
What are we doing?
Just dropping hellfire.
On the
Car.
you're -4 to hit him.
-4.
Yes.
Okay, well, I might not hit then. We'll see.
He's
Nope.
very Ooh. Oh, you feel the connection to your home cosmos sever.
Yeah, but there's more to that because that's a mishap.
While you're casting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
No,
It's a miracle, not a spell.
Okay.
That's a miracle. So you're very stymied. You take your shock, but it's not magic. And that's important.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Miracle.
Psionics and miracles won't get that off. A spell will because they're spells.
Do you have any cast spells then? I mean, I know I do miracles.
I cast spells.
Oh, so we're just gonna worry about your mishaps.
Yes.
Oh.
Rod can get us.
I was getting excited for just a moment
Which
there.
is why the first card I keep putting in my pool is Second Chance.
I got 2 of those over there burning a hole in my pocket, and we're
What is our
Well,
All
look
right.
at it this way, Mark. You wanted a dramatic scene. If I roll a 1, it's gonna happen.
It's going to be dramatic whether we make it so or not.
Well,
Yeah,
they have thread, so it changes.
I know.
to dramatic.
I know. All right. So that is Crag, just cragging it up.
All right, so
I'm distracted by these 2 over here in the back seat.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You
not
shouldn't be looking at that. You know you shouldn't. You kind of hang your. Go ahead, Zaruk.
we'll go run at the car again. I mean, is
Really? Okay.
it? Yeah, it's what I do. I beat stuff.
It's what I do.
So I will run at it.
Oh,
and-
wait. Hang on. Did we do any? You didn't do any. I soaked it last time. Yeah, go ahead.
Correct. So I will run at it, and I will all-out attack it.
Okay.
So,
You're 0. -2, excuse me. Because you ran.
okay.
That I believe it's going to be just a hit. Yes, that is a standard success.
How far away is it from good?
Yeah.
And 11 is going to be 3 away from
From a
a
good.
good success.
Hit it in the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's a good success.
The other hood.
That is
Lambos
just
are in the back. and
that
the
is
engine
1
is
away
up
from
front.
a wound. That's just shock that I ignore.
All right. Well, I don't think we have any coup de grace anywhere out here. But noted.
That's all you guys. And everybody pushed that fatigue button, right? If you didn't, please go ahead and do that. And then I don't have a Ken-worthy card, so I will go get my own. Plan? There ain't no plan. Heroes must act according to how the players are seated, starting to the GM's right and proceeding counterclockwise. The heroes will go first, and then the villains will flurry. Taunt and trick are the approved actions, and what that means in this case is that I will start with Dan and move to the left, as it's seated down below on the nameplates.
Well, first things first, I'll try to reconnect.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Look at that. You're in a
Success.
mixed zone. You even had that in a dominant. You're good to go.
Alright, so if at first you don't succeed, try again. So I will try to hellfire this vehicle once more.
All right.
Because we're not close enough to the cross yet, are we?
Not yet, because Edgar hasn't gone.
Let's do that.
You're still -4 to hit him because he's very maneuverable.
Yep. I figured as much. 11, any good? No good?
That is going to be a standard success against his dodge.
Alright, so let's boost it then. Possibility up. -4. Last roll was an 18. Okay, well. Is that at least a good?
That is a good on the number, sir.
Alright, so that'll just be 1 BD for the flames. Toughness.
16.
Nope, nothing.
That is shock that I ignore as the fire engulfs the asphalt and it comes through it without a scratch. A little flame burning on one of the wheels as it rotates. That's Crag. Who's in next?
That's a rock. So I will attempt to beat on this car again, since it didn't get to go away from me. I don't have to run this time. So I'm straight up this time.
Sure.
Which 11 is just
3 away from a good.
Yeah, because I keep getting that same number.
You do.
You know what? I'll do one of these.
Are you giving me another possibility? You are. How nice.
How's an outstanding?
That is an outstanding. Toughness is 16. That's 2 wounds. And again, I really am not interested in taking 2 wounds. But I will take 1. Okay, Dr. Kenworthy and Edgar.
So is there a size on the car? Is it large
Nope.
compared to us?
Nope. He's about the same size as you. Well, you're no.
Because
He's
I know
so low
the
to the
vehicle
ground.
is probably the same size. I'm thinking for our attacks against it.
We haven't put any in. I'm just going to keep it that way.
All right. So then the all-out attack and our maneuverability means that it would only be a +2 to attack this with the longsword.
He has -4 for being very maneuverable.
We are a -4?
If you're attacking it, you are. Because he's very maneuverable.
Ugh. All right, then. I will not do that just yet. I will portent.
Going to give me some more cards. All right, Dr. Nigel Kenworthy. Portent
Yeah,
expert.
but
Wheelman. Edgar.
I want to be better.
I'm driving over the cross.
Okay. How close to the cross are you getting?
25 in the portent.
I am getting up to the cross.
Okay. So you cross the 30-meter barrier, and you get about 5 or 10 meters in, and there is an enormous explosion.
I
Kabang!
do believe I told you, lad, to watch out for the mines.
I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. As a MIM shredder mine goes off for 25 AP2.
Found the mine.
Against your wasteland junker. It causes 2 wounds to your vehicle and 4 shock to everyone in the vehicle. So everybody just took 25 AP2, 2 wounds and 4 shock. You just took 2 wounds and 4 shock, everybody. So let's see how we're going to deal with that. As 4 possibilities hit the table.
I feel
5?
getting out of the car was the smartest move I had yet.
Doctor,
Yes.
we're going to have to deal with Kira as well.
Yes. So, but she's only taking the shock.
No, everyone in the car takes 2 wounds and 4 shock.
So typically when vehicles get damaged, it says the vehicle takes the wounds, but the people take the shock.
Yes, fair.
Now, is she like, does it look like this shock is going to make her pass out?
No, she can take 4 shock, but she's been taking shock with you guys too.
I know. So she's at she's at 9.
Yes, she will be unconscious.
Okay, so I turn to my dwarf and say, help, please.
So, gentlemen, if you would like to pick your possibilities up, you're not taking 2 wounds. Broad was correct. I got excited. It's
But
only
I
4
can't
shock.
afford the 4 shock.
That's fine. It's 4 shock. So if you don't want to take the 4 shock, you got to soak. Otherwise,
That's why
just
you
take
have
4 shock.
these 2 here are both me, Mark.
Okay.
And this was from my action earlier.
Yeah. You need
My
to have
number is rapidly diminishing.
You couldn't soak 4 shock. You had to roll another possibility on that.
I rolled a friggin' 3.
Sorry.
I mean, crap happens.
Yeah, you rolled oh, that was on the possibility. I see that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
if it
who's
was
the other one?
wounds, I would have taken one of
Crag.
those too, which would have sucked.
That last one there is from Edgar because I do need to put that down because I can't take 4 shock.
Okay. What's Crag's reality there? Is that just not necessary, Crag?
Well,
'Cause
that was
you're
for
like,
the possibility you told us to take back.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. All right.
Oh, no problem.
I haven't
I
done
also
anything
don't want to lose
significant.
concentration on my spell.
Yeah, you got a willpower? Is that your willpower? Your concentration on your spell? You gonna roll a willpower?
Why? I took no damage.
Oh, you soaked. You soaked.
That was the reason I soaked.
Okay. All right, so that was Edgar. You are at the base of the cross now in a heavily damaged, smoking wasteland junker.
I suggest you don't do that again, Edgar.
And
Well, head together. So
What do you
we're
mean
fine.
suggest you don't do it again? I told him not to do it the first time, and look what he did.
Yes. I would like to get out now.
And I will as soon as my turn starts.
so I would like to point out to the good doctor who is opening the door to exit the vehicle.
Only if it stopped.
It is stopped. Edgar stopped it. In the middle of a minefield.
Understood.
Okay.
I'm
but
going
we
to
know.
stand here, and I'm going to use Mage Hands to try to take her down and hope that does something.
But you're getting out of the car. Is that correct?
Well, here's the thing. I'm assuming actually Min Shredder mines can move. No, I stay in. I was like, if I get out and don't move, I should be okay. I stand in the big hole where the mine just went off. I feel like
behind the car. See, okay, behind the car, you have to walk on the ground to get to the hole. I'm just saying. All right, so you're staying in the car?
Yes.
All right. Let's see who that was. Everybody on your end. Now I get to go. And Zaruk, you're still out there, man.
Yep.
All right.
It's like I'm a target and wannabe.
It's like you're a target. I'm going to come at you. How's a 24 look against your dodge?
Well, against my dodge? That's you're outstanding. It doesn't matter.
All right. So I'm going to do 16 plus 2 BD as I ram you. 3
Sure.
BD. 3 BD. Because I have a ram plate. All right. 1, 2, 3,
Jesus.
4. Oh, God. 5, 10.
10.
I'll tell you what,
12,
Mark. Mark, I'm going to save
17,
you a
30.
whole lot of. I'm going to save you a whole lot of math because you didn't ram me.
Did you opponent fails me?
Yup.
You did. Because I was about to be 41 points in damage. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I miss you.
This is where Jim and I are different. I would have let you give me the total that I played it. Because you assholes have done that to me more times than I can count.
You're welcome. So I spin it around, and I come at you again.
Well, Rod, it should tell you how Jim feels about you then.
Oh!
Ow.
God.
Still an outstanding.
Yeah,
Would you like
so
to
let's...
put a possibility on that so you can go for GM Glory?
No, I'm not going to put a possibility on that so I can go GM Glory, because I don't have any possibilities that I can spend from my GM pool, because somebody told me to delete that when we started this.
No, I
Remember?
didn't tell.
All right, so I've got 3 BD to do.
Yep.
1, 2, and look at that.
I am much more happy with this.
I bet you are. All right, so that's 19.
Nice grouping.
I take some shock that I ignore.
Oh, jeez, that's. I'm sad.
Mark, you had a nice grouping on the dice rolls.
Yeah,
Hey,
I am.
You know,
And in fact, I would even consider that perfect precision too.
touche. All right, play cards in your pools. I will play a Dr. Kensingsworth.
Kenworthy.
Yeah, Worcestershire card. Demons to some dice added by possibilities or an equivalent don't add a minimum of 10 this round. Oh, the villain will be set back and he'll go first. The heroes will go second. The approved actions are intimidate and maneuver. And you know what we're going to do? Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, and I forgot to do this on my flurry. Let's do this because I need to do this, and it's not corrupt yet. Okay. As a setback, what are we going to do? We will...
Lose a turn. Hey, lose a turn sounds good.
All right. No, so...
Drives into the minefield and takes damage.
Actually, that's what I was actually leaning towards that one, but I'll go. No. Rod convinced me losing a turn is better, so we will lose a turn instead of taking a bunch of damage. All right.
Thanks, Rod.
Do we think that we need to take this woman down from here?
I don't know. Do you?
That's what I'm asking the group.
Ooh.
I'm thinking, yeah,
He does heal one. He does heal the wound that he has, though.
Oh, that's a free thing. It's not like it's part of it.
No, it's a freebie.
I'd hoped with the setback he'd get no actions and not do that, which is why I suggested it.
But yeah, I think cutting her down.
Is she tied up there?
Just in the middle of a minefield, so it's going to be a little hard to do, lad.
No, not at all. Mark, does it look like she's tied, nailed? Can we tell?
Chains hold her to that cross beam. Rather stout looking chain. You figure with the you guys have handled chain and whatnot before. This stuff has a toughness of 10 and probably has a wound before it'll drop. So free actions, if you set back, you lose your turn, you don't get free actions either, do you?
Up to you. Free actions can take place at any time. It's a GM's decision.
All right, I've rolled it. He healed the wound.
I was hoping my suggestion would make you think, hey, oh yeah, nothing happens. So it was a little, trying to kind of slide it in there. It didn't work.
It's not a dramatic. It could be a dramatic scene, and it's not. So,
yeah. Look, you guys are always like, well, I had to take a shot. So I didn't think.
Touche, fair. I'll give you that. Yeah. All right, so what are y'all doing?
I am going to use the sword against the chains.
Okay.
And try to do that. I don't think an all-out attack helps on an object.
No.
When people do that sort of thing, I'm always trying not to roll my eyes if we're on camera, so I won't do that. Is that do you want just a regular old roll?
It's a DN. It's like a DN8 or a DN6 to hit this. It's very easy.
So it is 13 damage, AP 3. Do I need to make that a little bit better?
No, your AP it doesn't have any armor, so 13 damage. It's just a 10. You got to get to 5.
I got it. Okay. So
yes, you do need to make that better.
Here you go.
Okay.
Do you want a card instead, Rod? I have the actions, I have actions in my pool.
You know what? Actually, that's a good point, Jim. Yes, thank you. Let me. At some point, do you think you'll need to soak?
I mean, Mark's tried to roll 2 glories on me, so,
Here you go. I'll give you this instead. So that will make it a 15 for the 1 bonus die. Excellent.
Yeah, that's more than enough. You sever the chains. The body kind of begins to slide. The chain slowly unravels from the top of the cross, and then the gravity takes over as more and more of the chain comes loose, and the body doesn't get all the way down, but it's clearly not being. It's held up there now just by friction and gravity.
Yeah,
it just needs a little help.
I can try to grab it with the mage hands on the next time. Unfortunately, I think it means my sword is somewhere over there.
Somewhere over there.
Actually, unless I've had to drop my shield.
Well, I thought didn't you use the sword to attack the chain?
Oh yeah. Good point. Good point. Yes, I guess I can't. I will try next time catching her on my next action. and pull
All
her
right,
off.
so that is the good doctor. Who's next?
Yep, I'm done.
I will go ahead and try to all out attack this car.
Okay.
So that is straight roll. Ugh, that sounds. That is not 3 away, is it?
Let me see. Hang on just a second. I don't know why you're doing that to me, game, but you are. Huh. And it did that away. 9. A 9. Yes, you are 3 away.
Oh, just 3 away from a good or from a hit.
A good.
All right. We'll just we'll action it for now and do the 1 bonus die.
Why is it what? What? I'm on objects and tokens. Why is it not writing for me? I can't grab anything. I'm on the right. Oh, you piece of shit. All right. I'm reloading. I'll be there in a second. Ah, there we go. All right. I got to get this open. Get the usurper open. There's your Slam Junker. There's the usurper. Okay, so what do we got? What did you got for me?
21 damage.
21 damage. I'll take it. I take the wound.
Okay.
All right, well, for my turn, I will go ahead and do a soothe for everybody in the vehicle.
I'm good.
Kira likes that a lot.
Yep, that would give us 2, but I'm going to go ahead and boost it up a little bit. Hopefully. What we got is a 12. 18. That's only going to still be just a good success, so that's still 3 shock recovered.
Awesome. Edgar's waiting for the body to fall. Meanwhile, so he'll take the the recover action and recover my last 2 shocks on the 0.
Okay. Probably a good call.
Waiting for it.
And let's see, is that everybody?
Okay.
Unless Kira wants to do something.
Kira's terrified and holding on for dear life to your,
We can watch an episode of
making it very difficult for the good doctor to do his spells because she's clinging to that one arm, and you're like, I need this for my somatic components, woman.
do. Yeah. Release me.
And let's see, that's all of you. Play cards in your pool. I do not have a Kensworthy card. I go get my own. On your feet, soldier. 1 hero can make a persuasion test for each success. 1 ally recovers 1 wound.
Ooh, not me.
Not me.
The heroes will go first and be inspired. The approved action is any.
Inspired. It's 2 more shock.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Excellent.
Almost as if the deck knew you guys needed this card.
I'm at the point where I've drawn so many, I'm a little worried about Portent because 40 could come up.
Yes.
Right? You remember that's the unknown future rolls towards us?
If you see it, it plays.
Oh yeah.
If you see it, it's the next
next
card. Which means, Mark, if you draw it, you have to go, oh, guys, I'm going to set this aside. It's going to wait right over here, and then you put a new one out.
But you're going to be mage handing anyway and grabbing that body very quickly.
That's my plan, is to get the body off of there, yeah. I do like hero inspiration.
Yep. So go ahead and take your 2 shock back. And what would you guys like to do?
What do I have to do to get her off of here at this point?
You know, is your mage hand capable of lifting an entire human body?
It is currently the equivalent of a strength 13.
Yes, it can lift the whole human body. No worries. Okay, so if you want to drop your sword, I'll hand wave the idea that it might hit a mine as it falls to the ground.
I can drop my shield so that I have 2 hands, one for her.
Well, your mage. If you're going to use the mage hand, though, the sword is in the mage hand.
Yeah, but it's mage hands. Technically, it's plural in the name.
So if you want to drop the sword and get the woman,
yeah, I do want to get her down, so I will take that risk.
Okay.
I may need someone to purchase another sword.
So, yeah, it hasn't set off a mine or anything yet. Do you want top end or bottom end? High end or low end?
I don't know what any of that means, but I'm British,
good.
So high end because I'm British, and we are never the low end.
Okay. Well, as it turns out, I was giving you a 25% chance to hit a mine, and you did not. So your sword just kind of falls to the ground and goes, doing, and then you reach up and you grab her, and your mage hands have her and kind of move away from the cross, and she comes away from the cross. The chains rattle and fall and catch onto the spikes and never really get into the ground where the mines might be. What do you want to do with her? I mean, do you have a distance that the mage hands are limited in there?
There is a range. The range is 25 meters. We'd have to be within 25 meters of her.
Okay, so no. I mean, how far? Is there a limit to how far the mage hands can move the?
It doesn't say, which sometimes causes me a headache when someone's like, "There's 6 guys. I'm going to use my mage hands to attack all 6." Or like earlier when we were playing today and it was in the water, I'm like, the water's going to get in the way. So it's whatever you think makes sense.
Okay, so you guys are right there at the bottom of the cross. If you want a mage hands to bring her down to you,
that's basically the goal.
Okay.
Now, is the car still in the minefield?
Yes. Edgar drove it in. It blew up, and he came to rest at the base of the cross. Now, the good news is the mine didn't disable the vehicle.
Yes.
That's the good news.
Then I will try to get her where if I lose my concentration and she falls to the ground, it's outside the minefield. Because I don't know if landing in the bodies and, the body landing in the mines and being in 6 different places at once after that could have a deleterious effect on what we're trying to do. I don't want to risk that.
Okay, so you've moved her.
Are you say is you can put her in the passenger seat because that's open.
Oh, is it? Then yeah, I will bring her in the car with us.
Yes, our passenger got on the roof and flew off.
You're right. I forgot.
So I would like to point out so are you moving her outside the minefield on the ground, or are you moving her into the car?
No, I'm moving her into the air, into the car.
Okay, so
carefully through the window so as to not desecrate the body any worse.
Understood. So what the rest of you see is this rotting, putrefied corpse begin to float away from the cross. The chains rattle and fall, creating this cacophony of garish noise. And then this putrefied corpse floats towards your car through the window and then sits down in the passenger seat. And as it sits, the head kind of tilts a little bit and looks at you as it settles in.
No, don't worry, that was on me.
I was going to say, did you say that before or after it comes towards the vehicle?
No. I mean, you see me doing this.
May or may not make the connection that Dr. Kenworthy is manipulating this. He has dropped his sword.
There is a possibility that I may mistake this as being some sort of undead floating towards us.
No. Because here's the thing. You're from Isle, right?
Yeah.
You understand magic.
Oh, he understands the dead things coming back together.
You see me manipulating this and doing. So
the dwarf is probably.
I'm not looking at you anymore. You've got the girl with you.
I've got her. She's safe now with us.
Kira is losing her mind.
Oh, calm down.
She's friggin' hysterical. I mean, your penalty to do anything successfully has just gone to a -4. As long as you're in the back seat with her. So, that's the doctor. What would you like? Who would like to go next?
We should not have brought her along.
Nobody likes your girlfriend, Doc.
Not my girlfriend if she can't keep her cool.
Craig, would you like to do anything before I hit reverse and get us out of here?
Yes. I'm going to cast tree skin on myself.
Just in case.
Does that stack with armor, though?
It says you get plus toughness.
Oh, it's a plus.
That's
It's a toughness.
Yeah, on a success, you
Ooh.
gain +2 to toughness. And
Is this a miracle you're going to do or a spell?
These are all
That's a
miracles.
miracle.
It's a miracle.
Okay, so you're not casting this. You're calling on your faith to manifest.
Yep.
Your skin is.
It could increase up to +3. I mean,
A
All right, roll
bonus,
it.
a bonus to toughness is hot. It's hard to find those in Tor.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
all right.
Cast it or call away.
Okay, so that
Why are you still stymied?
I don't know why am I still stymied.
Because a dead girl just floated through the door of her
Okay,
of the
so that's
car.
gonna be a 15.
I mean, come on.
so that at least increases my. Wrong one. My toughness is at least increased by 2 points.
Okay.
But let's see. I said 15, so hey, that's a good success. No, it's not.
Zaruk.
It's not. So it's just a standard. Don't get any mines.
I go after the car again.
Go for it.
All out attacking, of course.
Wait a minute, before you do that, I do want to
Sure.
up that because we're in a minefield and now I'm vulnerable to fire. So yes, I will spend my hero.
I think you're good makes you not vulnerable, though.
It's not a
Yeah,
good.
but you don't have it.
One
No, you do
point
have
below a good. It's got to go against my
Oh.
strength.
All right. Spend it.
There. Now, not only is it better than a good, it's an outstanding. So it's 3 to my toughness, and I'm not vulnerable to fire.
That's strong. That's really strong. All right. Go ahead, Zaruk.
Yep. All out attack against the car. Ugh. That's no good. So here, you can have this time.
That's outstanding.
That's what I like to hear.
That is 2 wounds that I do not want to take. I do not.
All right, that's fine. I'll soak up your possibilities.
And I think that's all of you guys. Edgar. No, Edgar's got to drive. Okay, so Edgar, you're going to have this is a DN10 to back out the same way you came in and hope you don't hit another mine.
That works.
DN10, that's not bad. You can do that.
Well, I mean, it's not like he doesn't know exactly where to go because it's marked by a giant crater.
What'll be better if I have a better success?
No, you're fine. This is
Okay.
you pulled straight in, it blew you up, and now you're like,
Almost
those
right
are the tracks I made. I just got to follow my tracks back, and then yeah. So yeah, you did fine.
Ooh,
You could
and I get
have
card
rolled
for
a
that,
1,
'cause
and
we're
if
still
you'd have
heading.
rolled a 1, you'd have hit another one. That would not have ended well.
I
But
gotcha.
you didn't. So you're out of the minefield. Congratulations. And that is all of you. My turn. Let's go ahead and try and ram Zaruk again because you're just right there. Did you do anything to me? I don't think anybody did anything to me. But
You soaked. So
It's okay.
I soaked and you're vulnerable. Very
Very.
vulnerable. So I will. How's a 20 look on your dodge?
on my dodge is
Yeah.
outstanding.
All right, so let's go ahead and run those 3 BD again. 1, 2, 3. So I will offer you 21.
Which is only 4 points above my toughness, so I will ignore it.
Damn it. Okay. And I will attempt to heal myself. And I do. All right. You may play cards into your pool. I do not have a doctor card. I'll go fishing for my own. Game over, man. All heroes must test for fear because, damn it, cars are not supposed to heal themselves. And a dead girl sitting in the car next to you, eyeballing you, is just creepy as hell.
Is she eyeballing?
Give me a fear test.
And you said I have a penalty because of her
thing that
freaking out.
disappeared.
Say again? Dan?
I was saying, is she eyeballing? Because I think that'd be the first things that was taken.
No, it's those empty sockets are creepy. The -4 is for you to do anything physically because she's just all arms and clinging and whatnot. So you
I'll
can
basically put a -4 modifier into my dex and strength. Just
sure.
to make sure I don't forget it.
Sure. But your willpower is fine. I mean,
that's good. All right, so willpower then, just roll decent. Hey, I rolled decently.
You did. If you had a point in it, you'd have been better. But
this is a weird build, and I need those points elsewhere.
Alrighty, so you guys are good on the fear. And you go first.
And
taunt is the approved action.
I will go ahead and start looking at the cards again.
All right, doctor's done. Go ahead. Who's next?
I will go ahead and all-out attack the card.
Okay.
I believe that's a good.
That is a good.
Is it 3 points away from outstanding?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'll adrenaline it then, and be
That is outstanding. That is 1 point away from 2 wounds.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all I got.
All right, I will take the wound and ignore the shock. Zaruk is done. Who's next?
Edgar's going to look over to the girl there and say, "Little lady, your daddy's trying to get you, I think. Do you want to get to your daddy?" And
She looks at you.
Drive into the car.
She looks at you like, what are you talking about?
You're talking to a corpse, my lad. I don't
The
think
corpse
she's going
reply-
to respond.
Are you talking to Kira or are you talking to the dead girl?
The
I'm
dead
talking
girl.
to the corpse. The dead
okay.
girl. Yes.
Okay. Edgar's lost it. How are you doing?
Terrified beyond the capacity for reasonable thought.
So
Thank you.
I'm going to be driving over to, I'm going to drive over to the phantom vehicle. So we can say, "Hey, look, we got your girl." Kind of thing.
Okay.
I think it might be, we have you.
Yeah.
All right, so Edgar, that's just, you're not really trying to do anything to anybody, so you're just driving, and then we're just going to let that go. So, yeah, your action is to drive. Crag?
Can I make an active defense for
Sure.
driving? We'll do that, just in case. There we go.
Well, if he's driven over to the car, can I just open up the passenger side door and then pull the body out and present it to the car? See if it wants it?
Yes, you can get out, open the driver's side, and pull the body out.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
Give me a dexterity roll.
Oh, I'm real good with those. You care to see how good?
He did ask.
See? Very good.
Okay, so as you
Hello. Put something on top of it, Dan. You got 3 possibilities.
All right.
Otherwise, you're going to desecrate the body worse, and the thing is going to be like, and run you over.
Pretty much.
There.
Okay, so
Well, I can tell you, it being run over by the car, it's not so bad.
Does he need to be a little better at this? Or
no, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay,
He, as he pulls the body out, he starts to the leg starts to come kind of
Loose.
flop a little bit and droop,
Starting to come loose at
and
the
he
hip.
manages to gather it in before it touches the ground,
Scoopy.
and it's disgusting. I mean, it's juicy.
You might have to wash your armor.
It's like you liken
Oh, you
it
got
to
tree
hugging.
bark going on. You're fine.
This is like hugging a ghoul,
Mm.
a lurk. Excuse me.
So is this your
This is
ghoul
worse
friend?
than lurk.
Yeah. All right. So you turn around and present this to the car.
Sure. Seemed like a non-feasible
Okay.
idea.
So the car. Let's see. Is that everybody? That is everybody. The car spins around. Let's see. Edgar, where's Crag? There's Crag. The car spins around to face you, and it's pointed directly at you.
Pop the hood. You mean put her in the boot? Ain't that what the doctor calls it?
I may put her in the passenger side. See if he'll let you.
Yeah,
Open the
heals a
door up.
wound.
Put her in there.
It heals a wound, but otherwise takes no action. You may all play cards in your pool. I have a Dr. Kensworthy card, so I will flip that.
Not plural, just Kenworthy.
Death is listening. Any hero who has suffered one or more wounds suffers another wound unless they pass a strength test. Villains will go first, and then the heroes can surge, defend, and maneuver are the approved action. And so the car sits with engine revving.
Perhaps, Crag, you could give it some sort of blessing, perhaps rest the spirit. Are you one of those warriors of the light that I've heard of? Sorry, I should have said of which I've heard. Stressful situation.
Yes, but I don't see any ground around here I can consecrate and bury the body in.
Well, certainly, surely you have some sort of holy water. Oh, disappointing.
Yes, very disappointing. Water? What do I need water for? I got
No,
holy
no,
name. I
That
don't
stuff
need
will
water.
kill you.
I mean, I'm disappointed in you.
He drinks water. That shit'll kill you.
Yeah, water's the best.
Would you like us to surge, Mark?
Yes,
already-
everybody
yeah.
surge
All
for
right.
me.
No.
Nice, Edgar. Oh,
Oh.
yes. 2. Go for it. Come on, one more. Can we get a trifecta?
Well, I have no
You don't have it.
contradictions.
You don't have any contradictions?
Nope. That's what I was just looking at. Because the only thing that I have on me, other than my own occult tech, is a multi-tool and the night vision goggles, which are a lower tech than
Yep. All right.
Dark Gold.
That's sad.
I mean, if
okay,
you'd like
but
me to
I'll-
roll just to see if one comes up, I can do full.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. There are 4 1s in that. That's a pretty picture with 2
So,
zeros.
is there a good enough place to lay the body to rest? And I guess I could cast Bless on its spirit.
Would you give me a faith roll?
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm going to try to reconnect.
You see a spot that's kind of clear a ways off the road that that looks like it's got a nice. It looks nice, like it strikes you as that's the right spot.
All right. So I'll carry over there and proceed to do the process.
As you walk over there, the car reorients itself and follows you. It keeps a distance, but it doesn't leave. It leaves the road to the shoulder, and it's almost like it's tracking you.
If you do something bad, it's going to run you down.
That's all right. Right now I'm pretty tough.
It's revving its engine constantly, and as soon as the body touches the ground, the car drops to idle.
All right.
Edgar's going to just give you a reconnect card because I don't want a chance roll on that one.
Okay.
And since you had passed me a reconnect card, here's the other one. I was tempted to roll, but there's no need. with the card.
What's the possibility for?
That's been out there for a while.
Has it? All right.
That's probably one
Yeah.
I rolled earlier to increase my whatever.
Okay,
So,
Craig. So what are you doing with? You've got the body on the ground. What are you doing at your spot that you seem to indicate is a good spot for this?
It's gonna start making a cairn. Barrier.
Okay.
Blessings, proper words to the proper gods and all that fun jazz. I don't have any holy water, like I said, what's water for?
It's very appropriate you're doing this right now and that it's following you since death is listening is on the card. Like, we're going to treat her body reverently. And the card's like, I'm listening, go on.
So you dig your shallow grave and lay the body in it, and the group goes out and begins to gather in rocks to form the cairn over the top of the body, and you put them in there. And as you place that last rock and you step back and you reverently bow your head, you begin to say your small blessing to your god or goddess.
Probably be one of them.
And when you finish with your final amen, the engine of the usurper shuts off.
Well, that's one better than expected.
So the car.
Oh, hell yeah. We got a badass car now.
You do, in fact.
I don't think I fit in it.
So let me see if I can. Let me call this up.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking that car. You losers
Yep.
can take the
Kira,
junkyard.
you take Kira back to Kosovo and the other vehicles. There were some more vehicles that showed back up after you guys left a little bit, and they were driving around. Not a synth cycler, but the people at Kosovo tell you that yes, as short time ago they just stopped moving. The engine shut off. Which, as you talk to people who may have a timekeeping method of one kind or another, you kind of tie that in with what you just did. And let's go find this. This is what did we say this was?
Don't drive into the minefield, Edgar. Just save
No.
everybody.
Oh man, you blew the two wounds out. I can't remember what the doggone. I'll just search for it this way.
I did warn you, don't drive into the minefield, lad. But you did anyway.
Am I not smart enough to find this?
I mean, that does seem like something I would have done, but...
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Okay, so let's open that up. Put it on the wrong screen. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to share...
This is a screen share?
That one. Okay, so let's see. You do have access to the Usurper 700 Lamborghini. It's available for use if you are able to convince the Delphi Council to expend resources to transport it to your mission location. That is normally a DN10 requisition is just something that happens. You have to make this one. So you actually have to make the persuasion roll to convince them to expend the transport resources to move the Lamborghini from where it is to where you're going to be.
Only
If you
a
do
10,
that-
that's not bad.
Yeah, if you do that,
Yeah, I'm
well,
never
it's-
going to make it.
It's your vehicle, right? So you brought it back, so they're inclined to let you take it if you can convince them that it's worthwhile. So was Anatoly killed? No, he was not.
I was trying really hard.
Oh, you were, but you have to.
Duel.
These are Fury Wraiths. So Anatoly became a Fury Wraith when he died trying to get to his daughter, and it's a combination of love and absolute despair at the same time. And he inhabited the closest vehicle, which was his car, which is the Lamborghini. And then anyone that he killed with his Lamborghini became a Fury Wraith and inhabited the most near vehicle and animated it. And so the Fury Wraiths have the ability to heal the vehicle if it's not. You have to exceed the
Repairing
vehicle's.
it.
Yeah, you have to exceed the vehicle's toughness and with enough wounds and destroy the vehicle, and then it seeks out another vehicle if it fails if it's KO'd from a defeat check. It has 30 minutes, and I'm like, if you defeat it, it's done. So is Anatoly laid to rest? Yes, he was. As soon as, and actually that dexterity check that you were like, no, put a possibility on it. You want to be good at this. If you had failed that, which you had, her foot was going to touch the ground, and as soon as her foot touches the ground, Anatoly stops what he's doing and focuses on you, and he stops attacking as soon as she touches the ground. And that's supposed to be your cue that, hey, maybe we're supposed to take care of this. Was Lydia laid to rest? Yes, she was. And so we'll put the date. I hate how this is done. All right. But that's just me. What is today? And I'll save that as... what is today? 12, 29, 2021. Save. And now is Mark smart enough to be able to put this into the chat log? Haven't done that before, so let's see.
Well done, everybody.
How do I put that in there, Rod?
Just open it.
You just drag it. You'll have to turn off your screen sharing. And then open up where it says chat and then just drag it up to that message bar. The chat is down at the bottom of your screen.
Yep.
You have it on full screen.
And there we go. Oh, it says 00. It's not SJ0. Hang on. Don't download that one.
I can always put it into a PDF anyway and just send it out because I need to turn it into a PDF for anybody else who plays.
DCT03. I just need to rename the file. There we go. Here, take the second one.
That's still saving it as a document. Not a...
Yeah, it is. It's going to save it as a document, but it's DCT. It's labeled properly.
Oh, okay. Because I was hoping to get that as a PDF because my computer's old.
Oh, you want it as a PDF? All right,
Yeah.
I can do that. Hang on. If you would like a PDF, give me a second, and I will file. Save as. Save. Done. As soon as it converts it. This is just a 3-act. The whole reason I ran this or picked this one when I ran it was for Matt was because it was a 3-act and I could stick it into. This fits in
3 scene.
3 scene.
Yeah, in 3 scene in Blood on the Blasted Lands. There are a ton of places that you can stick this mission in between acts in that book, and it just slides right in.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good. There we go. There's your PDF. It fits in with that book really well because in between acts there's a lot of traveling from one location to another across vast distances of the Ukrainian and Russian wilderness. And it specifically says in a number of those spots that if you don't want to have anything happen, you don't have to. But if you want to have them encounter other denizens of the blasted lands or Tharkold, you can insert them here. This is a good place for it. So it fit really well in between those acts. And I was like, well, that's cool. And like three scenes, not a lot of
extra time. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
All right. I hate to say it. I got to run real quick because we got to do something since we finished as we did. So I will see you all next week.
Yep.
Yeah, Jim. Yes. Next
We
week.
start Fires of Ra, the book,
Yep.
next week.
All right. See you. And everyone have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
You
Jim.
too, Jim.
On the sheet you just gave us.
Yeah.
You do have listed there was no glory played.
Oh, damn it.
All right. I'll get the new one from you guys later because I got to go.
I'll post it in Facebook for you, Jim.
All right. Thanks.
All right, and for ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for tonight. So stay tuned. We'll be back next Wednesday for another episode. I believe we're starting the book next week.
Fires of Raw. And
Fires of Raw.
Most everybody's going to have a new character too, I think.
Crag will be there.
Crag will be there.
Crag will be there. That's the reason Crag was created today. It was kind of start him on the path to do the Fires of Raw. So
there you go.
Yep, camera's a little screwed up. So thanks for joining us. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep the proper golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yes, and Happy New Year.